find out how good we really are.
Welcome live to Madison Square Garden for Game 5 of the Patrick Division semifinal series between the New York Rangers and the New York Islanders. Hello, everyone. I'm Sam Rosen along with John Davidson. Bruce Beck will join us in just a moment, and the stage is set. The Rangers win and they advance. The Islanders must win to stay alive, and the Islanders making some lineup changes, John.
King is not here. Kerr is not here. Brian Trottier took warm-up and has been scratched. All three are healthy. King and Kerr have no points, each a -3. Trottier has 1 goal, no assists, a -4. And if you've watched the series closely, they haven't been able to use Brian Trottier very much. So I think that Al Arbor just said it's time to change or go with players that may give the team a little more speed and a little more just interest on the ice.
And back in the lineup, Pat LaFontaine and Jeff Norton.
That'll certainly help them. It gives them different dimensions on the ice, especially offensively, Sam.
Now the Rangers are without Chris Nyland. He's done for the playoffs. It's been a jinxed season and a jinxed Rangers career for Chris Nyland. He broke his arm. That puts a lot of the muscle pressure on Troy Millette.
And it's amazing for a young player to play as well as he does. He's just 20 years of age. Talk about Troy Millette. A lot of people around starting to notice Millette not only is a rookie playing in the league, Sam, but how bright a future he has. People comparing him to a young Cam Neely, a young Rick Tocchet. Wayne Cashman says he's like a young Johnny Busick was when Johnny Busick first started with the Bruins. He's a young man. He's mean. We all know that. He's tough. We all know that. And you just don't find people of that size that can play that are like that.
Do you think the Islanders will go after him in this game?
Depends on the score, Sam. The Islanders have led for 5 minutes in this series. They've taken bad penalties. They can't afford to get crazy out there. If the score gets one-sided one way or the other, the boys just may get a little disinterested in playing hockey.
Keeping to his game plan, Roger Nielsen comes back with Mike Richter in goal.
Good idea. He's played very well. He's Roger Nielsen sticking to his game plan. Whatever he's called with has worked. You mentioned LaFontaine will be in. Baumgartner took the left wing position during warm-up on the line with LaFontaine. Maybe he should have been there to start the series.
The Rangers are taking the ice. For more on the Islanders situation, let's go down to ice side and Bruce Beck.
The New York Rangers take the ice before a rousing applause at Madison Square Garden. The Rangers fans hoping that their hometown club can close out the series tonight, while the Islanders faithful still hold out a breath of hope in this series. The big difference in this series thus far has been defense and goaltending. The New York Rangers have scored 16 goals. The New York Islanders have scored only 8. And Rangers center Bernie Nichols says that a Ranger goaltender has simply been the best player on the ice in each of the first 4 games of the series. The Rangers' 1.84 goals against average is the lowest of the 16 playoff teams. They've killed off 18 of 22 penalties, and tonight Mike Richter returns to goal. Richter 2-0. He's yielded just 3 goals. He's stopped 58 shots thus far in this series. Not bad for a 23-year-old goaltender who had played in only 1 career playoff game before this season. Rangers and the Islanders, Game 5, coming up in a moment.
For the singing of our national anthem, so let's go to center ice and John Amarante.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Crowd is wild. Balloons were thrown out from the crowd from the upper deck. And was it a dove or a pigeon that was thrown out? Just flew around, landed on one fan's shoulder, and he just kept it there. Looked like a trained animal from the circus.
Well, we'll get down to the animals on the ice surface.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Fitzpatrick gets to start the game for the Islanders. He started the first two of the series. Mike Richter, who is 2-0 in the playoffs, the January Rookie of the Month in the National Hockey League. Mike Richter, two young goaltenders going head-to-head in a very big game.
59 saves on 62 shots thus far in the series for Mike Richter. The referee tonight is Phil McCrary. His linesmen are Wayne Bonney and Jerry Pateman. Whoa, the bird is up here sitting on our chair. Hi there, bird.
It doesn't do something on your jacket.
No, no. Well, we always wanted an extra analyst up here. There's Pat LaFontaine starting with Randy Wood on the right, Ken Baumgartner on the left, Jeff Finley and Gerald Diduck on defense. Rangers go with Kissio, Ogrodnik and Mullen, Rochefort and Patrick. Randy Wood, LaFontaine and Rochefort. Down goes LaFontaine. Rochefort clears the zone. Richter leaves the puck for James Patrick. Randy Wood is forechecking. Rochefort comes out. Rochefort plays it into the Islanders zone. Bounces past Fitzpatrick. Gerald Diduck has it. Up the boards. Randy Moeller couldn't handle it. LaFontaine trying to come down on a 2-on-1 was slowed down. Baumgartner finds Wood. Back to LaFontaine. He's still hounded by Moeller, and the puck is played into the corner.
LaFontaine showing no ill effects of going into traffic, Sam.
Richter knocks that shot by Wayne McBean across to Brian Mullen, and Mullen comes out. Bounces, loved by Fitzpatrick, leaves it. Gary Nyland plays it to Wayne McBean. Rob DeMaio, number 34, in the lineup, is on with Lauer and Laxdal. Derek Laxdal, number 38. As the Islanders look for a little charge from new players in the lineup. Laxdal looking for the puck. Stopped by Rochefort. Backhander by Lauer. Saved by Richter. The net looked like it was knocked off. No, it's not. It's on the magnet. Around the board goes the puck. Back into the corner. Finley is in deep. A penalty is called. Penalty upcoming.
DeMaio took a run at a player from behind. Boarding's the call. Bill McCreary makes the first call here against the Islanders. DeMaio in the offensive zone power play coming up, Rangers.
Get an early power play once again. DeMaio called for boarding at 1:39.
Islanders start quickly in this game. Good forechecking. There's a hit from behind by Lauer. And McCreary puts a hammer down early. Sutter on the ice now, Sam, with his first shift, a penalty killing role.
It was DeMaio.
DeMaio, pardon me. Who did I say?
You said Lauer. Lauer was in the corner, but it was DeMaio.
My apologies.
Patrick brings it across on the power play. Chopped that by Flatley. Wilson plays it to Patrick. It's Patrick and Turcotte at the points. Turcotte gets the pass. Back to Patrick. Looking. Nichols, Gartner, and Wilson up front. Nichols turns and shoots. Save Fitzpatrick. The rebound. Gartner looking for it. It's cleared by Flatley. Flatley, Sutter, Crossman, and Norton on the ice for the Islanders. Crossman goes back to play the puck. Around the boards. Turcotte is tied up along the boards. And the puck is forced out. Good play by Don Maloney. Norton is bumped on the play by Nichols. Rangers come back. Wilson centers for Gartner. He fakes. Moves in against Diduck. His shot blocked by Diduck. Maloney sends out McDonough with Patrick back. McDonough's shot is wide. Hits the outside of the net. Patrick takes it. A minute to go on the power play. Rangers move out. Maloney finishing his check on Patrick. Back the other side. Put out in front for Gartner. He scores! Mike Gartner. It's a power play goal.
Great pass work by the Rangers. Here you see Nichols move up ice. Watch a soft backhand pass. Catching Diduck. Top shelf shot by Gartner. A power play goal for the Rangers. DeMaio in the penalty box. Turcotte with the pass, not Nichols. To Gartner. There's a shot up top. And Mike Gartner gets his first playoff goal, Sam. Look at the soft backhand pass. Gartner showing speed. The puck was rolling. He still snapped it up top. Turcotte, the soft pass. It lands flat. In goes Gartner. And he hits the spot. Sam, the fifth time in the series, the Rangers have scored a power play goal to take the lead. And that's been a big story. An offensive zone penalty. The Rangers 1-0 on the power play.
Rangers 7 for 28 on the power play in this series, and they were shut out in the first game. They take the lead, and the team that has scored first in each game has won. Flatley has the puck. Richter has him. Flatley keeps it alive. Good effort by Flatley. Richter stays with him. Moeller with a check on Brent Sutter. Flatley centering pass is blocked. Flatley goes down, and Paul Broughton comes out. It's Broughton, Janssens, and Eriksson. Around the boards, Eriksson is there. Janssens moves into the corner. Eriksson knocked down. Janssens has the puck. Crossman on him. Paul Broughton taken down by Brent Sutter. Sutter moves the puck. Eriksson goes for it. Sutter knocking down Eriksson. Meanwhile, Broughton Janssens trying to stuff the puck in, was taken down, and play stops. 16:21 to go, first period. Rangers have scored first on the power play goal by Mike Gartner to the playoffs from Turcotte and Patrick in 2:57. And here are the Rangers lineup tonight. Richter with Van Beesbrook, the backup. Out of the lineup is Mark Hardy, and into the lineup Jeff Bloomberg, Ron Greshner, Kissio, Turcotte, Nichols, and Janssens down the middle. Mullen, Wilson, Gartner, and Paul Broughton replaces the injured Chris Nyland. Ruff and Patrick paired on defense.
This is an interesting task for Brian Mullen. They've had Kissio's line opposite the LaFontaine line, Sam, now for 2 straight shifts. So it looks like the matchup Nielsen wants, which means Mullen has to go opposite Baumgartner.
Wayne McBean plays it up the boards. It's blocked by Mullen. Gary Nyland has it now. It's blocked by O'Grotnik. Nyland able to move it up. Here comes LaFontaine. Patrick retreats. LaFontaine with a lead to Wood. Back to LaFontaine, and now Wood moving in. Knocked away by Lindy Ruff. Ruff takes the puck, plays it off the glass and out of the zone. Once again on the power play, John, James Patrick
on the ice. That's now 7 of 8 power play goals for the Rangers in this series. James Patrick has been on the ice for Patrick now with a 3-game point streak in the playoffs. 4-game point streak.
Richter fires it around the glass. It comes out. O'Grotnik has it. 3-on-2 through the middle. Kissio across. His pass blocked by Diduck. Kissio and Diduck go to the boards. They both go down. O'Grotnik moves in. He's hit by LaFontaine. Shot from the point by Rochefort is stopped. Mullen was tripped up by Finley, but nothing called. And Baumgartner plays it around to Diduck. Rangers lead 1-0 with 15:10 remaining in the first period. The bouncer, stopped side of the net by Richter. Plays it around the boards once again. Chris King. Derek King is scratched by the Islanders. Turcotte, Wilson, and King on the ice. Wilson turns his shot blocked by Finley. Finley comes out. Moeller moves over to play him. Now Greshner is there. Greshner stays with him. Denied him the shot. Hubie McDonough around the net with a backhander wide.
Fitzgerald playing right wing on this line, Sam. He played center ice in Game 4 of the series.
Fitzgerald with Maloney and McDonough. Richter knocking that shot in the corner. Moeller takes the hit from Maloney, and boy, Maloney is playing the body well. This will be an icing on the Rangers. 14:25 to go, first period. Al Arbour has shaken up his lineup for the stay alive game. Game 5. Mark Fitzpatrick returns as the starting goaltender. Glenn Healy is the backup tonight. Nyland and Diduck. Baumgartner is listed on defense. He's been playing left wing. McBean, Finley, and Norton on defense for the Islanders. And up front, Sutter, LaFontaine, McDonough, Fitzgerald, Bollock, DeMaio, Maloney, and Laxdal, Flatley, Wood, and Lauer. And, of course, Baumgartner has been joining them as the Islanders mix it up, looking for the combinations that can generate some offense. This is Rob DeMaio, number 34, and taken out of the play. Strong play by Bernie Nichols in his own zone. Millette, meanwhile, comes forward with Patrick down the middle. Gartner to the right, the shot wide. Gartner plays it out in front, and Laxdal takes it back.
2 straight 3-on-2s for the Rangers. Here's a good play by Nichols to break up the Islander breakout pattern.
Bernie Nichols taking the body well in every zone. Grossman has it. A little over 6 minutes gone by in the first period. Brad Lauer moves out with the puck. Islanders scratching Brian Trottier. The bouncer stopped right in the middle of the pads by Mike Richter. Troy Millette playing it to Nichols. Back to Millette. Looks toward the net. Sticked aside by Fitzpatrick. Lauer picks it up. Chased by Gartner. Across to Sutter. Rangers have it back. Moeller. This will be an icing as he missed connection on the pass. Crossman the touch, and play stops with 13:20 to go. First period. The power play goal by Mike Gartner giving the Rangers the lead. Who's taken the body pretty well thus far in the game and throughout the series, John.
I agree with you throughout the series. Series working on DeMaio. DeMaio has the puck. Nichols rides him into the boards and off the puck. And that's a proper check. You don't have to hurt a man. You just have to ride him off the puck, and that's what Nichols did.
Moeller looks around. He's paired with Rochefort. Jansen's, Erickson and Broughton on the ice for the Rangers.
Playing Jansen's opposite Sutter for 2 shifts now. Jansen's just won that defensive draw from Sutter, and that's a good sign for the Rangers.
Gary Nyland with a good hit in center on Paul Broughton. Wayne McBean has the puck now. Fires ahead off the stick of Flatley. Rochefort sending it out, and then Flatley tripped him up. Rochefort lost his stick. Sutter. Now Nyland plays it in. Rochefort still without his stick. Moeller plays it around the boards. Flatley there to stop it. Brent Sutter set up for Volek, was blocked by Moeller, who helps out. Moeller playing both sides of the ice, and finally Rochefort retrieves his stick. Moeller. We've talked a lot about the play of Rochefort and Patrick. Here's a shot by Broughton. Caroms off the side of the net, taken by Jeff Finley. But Randy Moeller has been solid for the Rangers.
The experienced defensemen have played very well, Sam.
Kessio for Mullen. Mullen hooked down. Nothing called. Islanders take it back. Diduck sends out Baumgartner. Greshner blocks the pass. Wood takes the shot. Save. Rebound. Wide by LaFontaine as he chipped it over Richter. Mullen clears the zone. Finley off the boards. Hits someone on the Islander bench. And play stops. Baumgartner and Kissio come together with some words. 11:55 left in this first period. Rangers leading 1-0.
Rangers transition play so far, Sam, has been good. The Islanders have shown real good speed. With their lineup changes, they seem to have quicker players in the lineup. DeMaio obviously very quick. Backstall's not real quick, but hasn't played a lot. But we're seeing the Islanders challenge quickly. There's Baumgartner skating around trying to talk to everybody.
He's trying to goad somebody. Now Diduck trying to get Millette.
Right.
And Finley is trying to get in there. Now here's a situation where everything seemed quiet, and suddenly words led to pushing and shoving. You know, get the guys out there and get it going. If I'm the referee, I got to keep the play moving.
I'm sure they want to, Sam. They're going to do their best to do it, but when they've also got to be around there to break things up. Watch Baumgartner and LaFontaine here. Boom.
Hey. And he's going, hey, it's enough they hit me. You got to hit me too? Patrick goes back. LaFontaine thus far skating well, John. Doesn't seem like he's showing any after effects.
He's skated hard for 2 or 3 days now in practice, real hard. And that's one of his strongest parts of his game, of course. With his lack of size, he has to have great mobility. He's been flying.
Rangers offside, and certainly the Islanders would not risk the well-being of Pat LaFontaine. He has to feel he's 100%, and the doctors have to feel that way to clear him to play. That's Lindy Ruff.
He had a skate repaired, just now getting it back and getting it laced up, ready to rejoin the action.
Pat LaFontaine, who had a fabulous season for the New York Islanders, hurt late in game 1 and missing the next 3 games. Greshner playing it around the board, stopped by Fitzpatrick. Finley is there. John, you have to wonder about the future of Brian Trottier, scratched from a game that is pivotal in the playoffs for the Islanders.
2 years left on his contract at real big dollars, Sam. But he didn't contribute over the first 4 games a lot. More is expected, obviously. It'll be up to Brian Trottier and the Islander organization as to whether he comes back and plays next year. It'll be a shame if this was to be his last game. They didn't even dress for it. If the Rangers win it, it's interesting. Al Arbour, you have to have a respect for him as a coach and his decisions. That makes it even more interesting.
Didick takes the puck back, plays it in the Rangers zone. Don Maloney has had 3 solid hits already in this first period.
Don Maloney playing for a contract for next year, Sam. He'll play hard all the way through, and I think he deserves a deal for next year.
King playing it all the way across. Turcotte taken down by Norton twice. And again, the fans roar. McCreary letting them play on. Maloney winds up with a shot that's wide. Around the boards, Rochefort picks it up. Rangers are changing, so Rochefort comes down by himself and lets it in. Coming down to the midway point of the first period, Rangers leading 1-0 on a power play goal by Mike Gartner. Randy Wood, lead for LaFontaine. He moves around Rochefort, and he slid it wide. He wanted to call it. Rochefort let his stick go. Did he throw it at the puck?
That's interesting. LaFontaine appealed to the referee. It might have been Sam.
Centered across, broken up by Rochefort again. Taken by LaFontaine. Save Richter. Rebound score by Jeff Norton.
Boy, and now you can see what LaFontaine can do for the Islanders. Great speed around Rochefort. He then lost the puck because of Rochefort's stick. He still is talking to the referee about it. And then finally they regain possession of the puck, and Norton ends up scoring. Here we have the Islanders. Now watch the puck come back out, and the Rangers can't get rid of it as Rochefort got mixed up with Ogrodnik. Norton is wide open, and he hits it from a bad angle. 1-1 the score. The Islanders flying in this one, coming back. Here we see the play and the goal.
Baumgartner causing some trouble for Richter up front. Good job by Baumgartner.
Here's where the stick, is it thrown? Yes, it was, no doubt. That stick was thrown by Rochefort as he was beaten to the outside, and that would necessitate another penalty shot.
He did that in the first game when Wood got the penalty shot. It was Rochefort through the stick. But McCreary letting it go, and the game is tied nevertheless as the Islanders able to capitalize using the speed of Pat LaFontaine. Good hit by Lindy, rough on Laxdal. Meanwhile, DeMaio comes down 2-on-1 with Lauer against Patrick. DeMaio shoots, scores!
Oh, what a shot. 2-on-1. The Islanders have outshot the Rangers 9-4 here, Sam. They have a deserving 2-1 lead to this point. DeMaio, who was in the penalty box for the Ranger goal, is moving up ice here. A 2-on-1. Rangers get trapped at the blue line. Lindy Ruff is in, and there's where the missed check is made by Millette. He missed DeMaio. It's a 2-on-1. Want to see a rocket of a shot? Richter's well out. Look at this rocket. Top corner. Wow. DeMaio hits it. Ruff is in, that's fine, but when Millette went past his man, that's when the Rangers got in trouble. 2-on-1, DeMaio knows he can't pass it, so he just lets go a rocket. Top corner, just inside the goalpost, we have a 2-1 Islander lead, and they've played well.
2 goals in less than 30 seconds, 2 goals in 29 seconds to be exact. Norton from LaFontaine at 9:51, and then DeMaio at 10:20. And the Islanders now have the lead. Sent in by Didick. Stopped again by Richter between the skates. A little shaky there. Now it's Rochefort. Rangers have Janssens, Eriksson, and Broughton on with Moeller and Rochefort. Rochefort with a hit along the boards on Sutter. Didick couldn't keep it in. Here comes Paul Broughton. Finley is back. Broughton lost control momentarily. Looks to make a play. Taken down by Finley. And the Islanders take it back. Flatley moves across. Greshner is there. The shot gloved by Richter, and he holds it. Play stops with 8:50 to go. First period, the Islanders coming back for 2 straight goals to lead 2-1. Tied it, John, in the second period.
The Devils moving the puck around in the Washington zone. Obviously a power play. A rebound to Morris. He scores. That appeared to be a 5-on-3. 1-1 that game. Washington and New Jersey. Driver with a point shot on net. A rebound to Morris.
Hunter, the goal for Washington. That series tied 2 games apiece. McDonough, Fitzgerald, and Maloney for the Islanders.
Islanders have been able to rotate 4 lines, Sam, and that will help them in the long run in this game. They've been playing 3 lines, mostly 3.5 lines earlier in the series, and they have not had a lot of gas in the third periods.
Wilson's pass back to Bloomberg, who shoots, save Fitzgerald, the rebound bouncing loose and played by Don Maloney. Now Fitzgerald hit by King as he sends it in. Greshner back for it. Fitzgerald down on the ice. Fitzgerald slow to get up. Chris King with the hard hit, taking him into the boards.
No call by the referee.
I don't think one was warranted.
Fitzgerald moved up ice. You see he's winded. The trainer trying to lift his knees up to try and get him to get his oxygen back in the system. Big save by Fitzpatrick at the other end of the ice, allowing the Islanders to move up ice. And you'll see Chris King moves in, pushes him into the boards. A clean check. He overpowered the man. He shouldered him and shoved him sideways into the boards. And Fitzgerald had the wind knocked out of his system. Or I think he did. It looked like it the way the trainer, Mark Aldrich, turned him over, lifted his legs up to try and help his breathing.
There's 8:19 remaining in the first period. Bill Torrey and Rich Pilon looking on.
Billy Smith to the left side there. They're right. And Fitzgerald.
Looks like he's okay. Yeah. And I think you were right, John. Just seemed to have the wind knocked out of him. 8:19 left, first period. Islanders leading 2-1. Checking out Tom Fitzgerald. He seems to be okay. Remember, when you're having good times with good friends, use good sense and drink responsibly. Please know when to say when. A reminder from your friends at Anheuser-Busch.
The thing about Chris King, Sam, is that he goes at 5'10", which isn't real tall, but he's 207 pounds plus his equipment. He's a very, very strong individual, and he knocked Fitzgerald, who says it says he's 195 pounds, knocked him into the boards heavily.
Now Roger Nielsen going with Nichols opposite LaFontaine. Gartner had it knocked away by Norton. Norton moves down with Baumgartner, knocked away by Patrick.
Rangers are turning the puck over at the Islanders' blue line a number of times here, trying to make plays or moving into the zone, thinking about plays. They have to get the puck deep.
Crossman to LaFontaine. Baumgartner against Patrick. Patrick stays with the puck. Baumgartner with a good check, but Mike Gartner takes it for the Rangers. Lost control momentarily, plays it in. Crossman goes back. Crossman looking for an opening. Now LaFontaine. Into the corner, Randy Wood going for it, gets to it, taken down by Rochefort. Penalty called, I believe. No, icing. I'm sorry.
Sam, that's a set play by LaFontaine, and a smart play. He fires it in from his side of center ice to Wood's side of the ice. Wood, with his speed, breaks in. That could have been a penalty because Rochefort hooked him to stop him from getting the puck and a scoring chance. In fact, I think it should have been a penalty. You'll see here, look at LaFontaine. He's not even at center ice. He fires it in. Wood with the speed, beating Rochefort. Watch Rochefort hook the stick and lift him up off balance.
And I saw the linesman's arm go up, but it was the referee was on the other side.
Again, on this situation, the puck is there when Rochefort lifts the stick up. There, he lifts the stick up to overpower Wood. I think the reason Wood went down is because he was stopping as he was heading towards the goal net. So maybe with the puck being there, you are allowed to lift sticks. That's not a hook to lift a stick. I think I was wrong.
7:29 remaining in the first period. Islanders leading 2-1. And as you look at LaFontaine and Wood, boy, two players with tremendous speed
on one line.
And it's tough for the Rangers, who don't have all that much speed on the back line right now.
You miss Shaw, you miss Hardy, you miss Leach.
Shot by Moeller. Off the stick of Fitzpatrick, wide of the net.
Jansen, Sam, beating Sutter again on the draw.
Broughton took the shot. Jansen's looking for the rebound. Erickson in the corner against Gary Nyland. Roughs him up a little bit. Broughton working it free to Jansen's. Jansen's takes a hit. Erickson gets it to Jansen's. Puck deflects out. Volek across to Flatley.
Good board work by Gary Nyland, not allowing Jan Eriksson to get position on him.
Moeller out to Erickson. Fitzpatrick leaves it for Finley, who didn't see it, then recovers to get it. Slowed down by Broughton's forechecking. Zamayo able to work it free. Now it's sent back the other way by Ogrodnik. 6:40 to go in the first. Islanders leading 2-1. 2 goals in a span of 29 seconds, turning a 1-0 Rangers lead into a 2-1 Islander lead. Rob DeMaio. Lauer tied up by Bloomberg with a good play. Kissio trying to get it free, pokes it out of the zone. Ogrodnik stopped by Lauer. DeMaio gets around Bloomberg. DeMaio moving in. Richter helps out. Lauer with Ogrodnik sticking with him. Kissio trying to move it clear. The shot by Didick hit the outside of the net. Richter was upended in the crease. Rangers move out with the puck. Fortunate for the Rangers that shot went wide of the net. Ogrodnik moving in, turning and shooting wide. Around the boards, Rochefort takes it. Avoids the check, then he's hit hard into the boards. And LaFontaine slides it across to Baumgartner. Randy Wood picks it up. Off the boards to Baumgartner. Centers for Wood. Blocked by Rochefort. That shot saved by Richter as he dove for it. Randy Wood will go. He took down Brian Mullen. Penalty called on the Islanders. LaFontaine gets to it. The whistle stops play. Baumgartner and Kissio bump once again. Randy Wood takes a penalty in the offensive zone. Crossman and Chris King pushing at one another. Crossman with a little punch. Rochefort and Baumgartner are separated.
The penalty will go to Wood. He hooked up high and pulled the arm or the shoulder of Mullen, knocking him to the ice.
Second penalty of the game, both to the Islanders. It's Wood for hooking at 14:27, and the Rangers, who are 1-for-1 on the power play, get another chance.
Another pretty good shift by the LaFontaine line, but they end up taking the penalty as Richter makes a big save. There's the hook across the arm. Brian Mullen pulling him backwards as he was chasing the puck. That line played well again, Sam. The LaFontaine line had a nice scoring chance, and Richter made the save.
Once again, Randy Wood missing the net. He hasn't been able to finish in this series. Rangers have Wilson, Nichols, Gartner, Turcotte, and Patrick for the power play. Islanders with Maloney, McDonough trying to get by Patrick, who slows him down. McDonough with a pass that's blocked. Rangers able to hustle back as Hubie McDonough was looking for a breakaway. Turcotte tied up by Maloney. Good work by Don Maloney.
Speed players for the Islanders have played well here in the first period. LaFontaine, DeMaio, McDonough.
Gartner bringing it across, lead for Wilson. Now to Patrick for the shot. Knocked down in front. Wilson's got it. Chased by Crossman. Crossman and Norton, McDonough and Maloney for the Islanders. Nichols with a puck. Looking toward the net. Rangers crowding in front. Turcotte turns. He shoots. Save. Fitzpatrick. Nichols to the rebound. Back to James Patrick. He shoots. Tip. They scramble for it. It's in the crease. No goal. No goal. It was put in.
It was
but McCreary waves it off.
It was kicked in by Kerry Wilson's skate, Sam. It should not be allowed. The puck was laying right on the goal line, and as Kerry Wilson was knocked down, he kicked it in with his left foot. Bill McCreary was right there and makes a strong call. The Rangers all over the play here, working their power play. Working and working. The puck ends up in behind Fitzpatrick, who's trying to find it now. He clears out Gartner a little bit. Now watch Kerry Wilson's left leg. See the puck by the goalpost? Watch his left leg. There. He directs it in with his left foot. No goal. Good call by McCreary. Once again, the puck is right on inside the crease, and there's his left leg dragging across, knocking it over the goal line, and Bill McCreary, an excellent referee in real good position, makes a good call.
59 seconds remaining in the power play. Once again, the Rangers playing very well down low with Gartner and Wilson, and the rebound was loose, and Wilson was almost there to put it in.
Rangers power play working very well. Rangers at even strength have been outplayed here.
Face-off outside the zone. 4:32 to go in the first period. Islanders leading 2-1. Kissio, Ogrodnik, and Mullen on. Patrick and Turcotte stay on. Turcotte takes the puck. Did a big chop at it. Chops it into the crowd. And play stops. Didick and Finley, Flatley and Sutter on now for the Islanders. Islanders 12 shots on goal. Rangers 9. Rangers scoring first on the power play goal by Gartner at 2:47, then Norton at 9:51, and DeMaio from Laxdal at 10:20.
Didick, one of the penalty-killing defensemen for the Islanders. The Islanders were shorthanded 4.6 times per game during the regular season. In this series, 6.7 per game, so it's gone up quite a bit. This is only the second time this game that they've been shorthanded.
Kissio against Brent Sutter. Kissio's chased. Bonnie, the linesman, Kissio says, come on.
The Rangers have another centerman on the ice for the power play. Turcotte, he moves from the point position in for the draw.
Turcotte gets it back to the point. Good effort. Patrick. Kissio along the boards. Ogrodnik sets up down low with the screen. Toward the net. Score! John Ogrodnik! It's a power play goal!
Turcotte, the other centerman, moves in for the draw, and the Rangers have a man move in and get the loose puck. Watch the man move in. The puck is loose. There, Kissio gets it back. Now the Rangers control it, and Ogrodnik, who deflects very well, will move in behind and take this shot and direct it past the goaltender, Fitzpatrick. Not a hard shot, but Patrick's smart enough to move it here. Now watch as you see Kissio look and look and look, and everybody fades towards center ice. Little wrist shot, little redirection, and it's in. Turcotte tied up his man. Kissio got the puck back, and there's the hole, and it's now a 2-2 game. The Rangers power play rolling.
What a job the Rangers power play forwards have done down low, screening the goaltender, getting deflection, and James Patrick picks up another power play point. Turcotte does not get a point on the play, but what a big play he made on the faceoff. LaFontaine lost his stick.
He had it pulled out of his arm.
McBean and Nyland on defense for the Islanders. Nichols turns 2-2 to score. Nichols slides it across. Moeller in front. The pass blocked by Baumgartner. Nyland has it. 3:40 to go. First period. 2-2 the score. Takeaway by Nichols. Then it was knocked away by McBean and cleared by Randy Wood.
Both LaFontaine and Norton, who missed games because of head injuries, have looked very strong here in this first period.
McBean sends it back in. Moeller is there. The goal is Ogrodnik with his fourth of the playoffs, his second on the power play. Kissio and Patrick the assists at 15:47. Mullen to the puck. Backhander stopped by Fitzpatrick and cleared to DeMaio. Lauer couldn't handle the pass. Rangers regain control. It's Greshner.
Now the Rangers pace picking up here at even strength, Sam, for the first time in a while.
Patrick lost control. Gets it back. Millette tied up. Trying to get it to Mullen. Patrick plays it down the boards, and it's McBean with Kissio forechecking. Gary Nyland. Rangers have it back. 2:45 to go in the first. Fitzpatrick leaves it behind the net for Nyland. Up the boards. Laxdal tied up and forced back by Kissio.
Shots were 11-4 in favor of the Islanders. The Rangers have had 7 of the last 8.
Excellent forechecking by this line, and finally Lauer is able to get it free for Laxdal. Rangers take it back. Lindy Ruff, Randy Moeller. Groton tipping it ahead. Ogrodnik picks it up. Rangers are offside. 2:18 to go in this first period. 2-2 the score. Roger Nielsen looks on. And Ranger fans, we want to alert you that the new Rangers video is on its way out. Last year's Ranger video won awards. This year's highlight video, sponsored by Federal Express, promises to be even better. So order your home video, which will include all 1989-90 Rangers playoff action. Just dial 1-800-HOCKEY-5. It's $19.95 plus shipping and handling. The number to call, 1-800-HOCKEY-5.
Sam, for Ogrodnik, that's his 16th power play goal, or pardon me, 16th playoff goal, his 3rd against the Islanders, and his 6th in 8 playoff games with the Rangers. Kissio, by the way, gets an assist, his 5th in the last 3 games.
John Ogrodnik, who did it all season long, John. He came up with goals. He was the solid man. He really had a fine season, scored on the power play, scored at even strength, and that line played so well together.
It's his 4th against the Islanders, not his 3rd. Okay.
Icing is called. Play stops with 2:03 to go in this first period. And the Rangers, who at one point were being outshot 11-4, have now drawn evenly. A couple of power plays have drawn them back. It's 12-11. Islanders out shooting the Rangers. At the Meadowlands, the Devils, who trailed 1-0, now lead 2-1.
See the work along the boards here as the Caps try to get the puck out of the zone, take some chances, don't get it done. Shanahan stays low and beats Don Beaupre. The Caps, all 5 of them, ended up going by the puck as they tried to move it out of their zone.
Devils leading 2-1. Goals by Morris and Shanahan. Hunter has scored for the Caps, and that series tied 2-2 as they play game 5. Jansen's against Brent Sutter. Crossman and Erickson battling. Erickson trying to work it free. Crossman holding on to him. Finally, it's worked free. Brent Sutter moves it up the boards. Paul Broughton takes a bump from Volek. Jansen's looking for it. Pokes it free to Erickson. Jansen's trying to work it ahead. Crossman takes it back. Good forechecking by the last two Ranger lines. First the Kissio line and now the Jansen's line. Volek moves in with Brent Sutter. Richter there to break up the play.
There's a penalty against the Rangers. Broughton, tripping call. The first penalty of the period against the Rangers, Sam. Gressner broke up the Islander rush as the puck turned up ice. Broughton gets caught for tripping.
And the Rangers have to beware of LaFontaine and Norton on the power play.
It'll be interesting to watch. There's Broughton coming down across. A good call by McCreary as he came down hard on with his stick right across the legs of Flatley. Broughton for tripping at 18:40. So the Islanders with Norton back in the lineup, LaFontaine back in the lineup, get to try and get themselves the lead.
Islanders are 4 for 22 on the power play in the series. They were 1 for 7 in Game 4. The game in which they really did well was Game 3 when they were 3 for 5. They were shut out in the first 2 games here at Madison Square Garden. LaFontaine comes on with Wood and Volek, Norton and Crossman for the power play. Rangers have Kissio, Mullen, Rochefort, and Patrick. Minute 20 remaining in the first period. The game tied 2-2. John Ogrodnik, who scored the Rangers' tying goal, will be Bruce Beck's guest following the first period. Rochefort sends it down the ice, and the Islanders have to go back to change. Bob Page is standing by at the MSG Sports Desk. Update you on the other NHL Stanley Cup playoff games, and he'll check basketball, baseball as well. Back to the point, Crossman. Volek. Crossman. Less than a minute to go in the period. Volek. LaFontaine down low. Back to Volek. Save Richter. Rebound. Save Richter. He's got it.
By quick passing by the Islanders, Volek gets 2 shots. One thing about Volek I've really noticed in the series, aside from how well he's played, is how quick he releases the shot. And when he follows up for his own shot, it's even better. Now you'll see the puck move way back to LaFontaine. A quick pass back to Volek. One shot, drives in, gets a second shot. 2 different Rangers went to LaFontaine. Both defensemen, I believe. Move across to LaFontaine. Yes, Rochefort and Patrick allowing some open ice for Volek. And Mike Richter makes his best saves of the period. A power play flurry by the Islanders.
14 shots on goal for the Islanders here in the first. And I'd venture to say that the LaFontaine line carrying the load as they've gotten several good chances. Brent Sutter on for the face-off. Rochefort takes it and clears it.
Jansen's has had a strong period working the face-offs against Brent Sutter.
Jansen's and Erickson on with Rochefort and Patrick. LaFontaine moving in. Norton across the Crossman for the shot. Blocked in front. Rochefort goes down. Shaken up on the plays. He blocked the shot. And the whistle stops play. Rochefort hurt.
It appeared to be on the front of the foot or the ankle, Sam. The Islanders worked 4 people down low. Only Crossman was back. He took the big shot. And as soon as the puck hit Rochefort, he dropped heavily to the ice. The Rangers already missing 3 defensemen in Leach, Shaw, and Hardy. Watch the shot. It comes across. Rochefort gets it on the inside of the left ankle as he turned to his left, opening the inside.
I don't know if the shin guard reaches around that far to block it, John.
No, I don't think so. He got that. It could be below the shin pad too, Sam. It's really hard to tell. But he dropped right away in pain. And the Rangers have to be a little concerned right now. There was some thought of perhaps dressing Horsova and moving Lindy Ruff up to fill in on the Chris Nyland vacancy. They decided to go with Broughton. You have different options to work with. And Rochefort, with 32 seconds remaining in the first period, who was a very tough individual, will try and skate the effects of that shot off.
It went numb, but the crowd letting Normand Rochefort know what they think of his play and his presence. And boy, has he ever been a presence since returning to the lineup January the 18th in Pittsburgh. I'm sure the leg went numb, and and he will have some ice on it between periods. Right now he's still feeling the pain.
See here, the Islanders going with LaFontaine on the draw, not Sutter. Maybe recognizing the fact that Sutter has had troubles with Jansen's.
LaFontaine wins. Crossman shoots, and it's blocked by Jansen's. Crossman again. Across to Norton. Picked up by Erickson. Crossman down low. LaFontaine cross-checked by Moeller. Penalty called. Moeller will go off. Going to be a 5-on-3. The pass across, and the whistle stops play. Moeller for cross-checking.
He cross-checked LaFontaine right across the back, right across the letters, Sam.
Moeller's got no gripe here.
No, he actually got him twice. He got LaFontaine twice with a cross-check as he was trying to move him out from the top of the crease, and the Rangers put themselves 2 men down here. The puck was at the point. LaFontaine was facing the point man. The back to Moeller. Moeller twice got LaFontaine with a cross-check.
Not a good penalty on a 5-on-4 situation. 54 seconds remaining in the first penalty to Paul Broughton.
You see here, the arm is already up. LaFontaine on the knees from the cross-check as he tried to establish position.
Moeller for cross-checking at 19:46. The best thing that can be said for the Rangers is if they can clear, they can get out of this period. But right now, there are 14 seconds remaining in this first period. 2-2 the score, but the Islanders with a 5-on-3 skating advantage. 54 seconds remaining in Broughton's penalty. Moeller goes off for cross-checking. LaFontaine with Sutter, Wood, Crossman, and Norton. Patrick trying to drive it. It was blocked. Kissio gets to it. He's got room. He clears it. And the Rangers will get out of this first period.
Rochefort was on the ice and for that faceoff appears to be okay.
40 seconds remaining in the 2-man advantage. And the 5-on-3 will begin the second period. The Islanders with the big chance. The Rangers, Mike Richter facing 14 shots and stopping 12. Rangers scored first at 2:47 on Gartner's power play goal. Norton and DeMaio, 2 goals in 29 seconds. Midway through the period gave the Islanders the lead, and Ogrodnik at 15:47 tied it. End of 1. Game 5. Rangers and Islanders tied 2-2. Bruce with John Ogrodnik when we come back. Second period, they have a 2-man advantage with Broughton and Moeller in the penalty box for the Rangers. Broughton for another 40 seconds. LaFontaine, Bullock, Sutter, Norton, and Crossman for the power play. Kissio, Patrick, and Rochefort for the Rangers.
10-3, the Rangers have outscored the Islanders in the previous 4 second periods, but here the Islanders have a glorious chance to take the lead.
Norton on the move on the 5-on-3. Pulls up. Islanders move in. Norton looking, shooting. Saved by Richter. Patrick clears.
Sam, that's one time the goaltender doesn't mind kicking the puck away. If you can't turn it to the corner, kick it up high through the slot. That's what Richter did on that play. Got the puck out of traffic.
12 seconds in the 2-man advantage. Brent Sutter back to Bullock. Bullock looks to LaFontaine. Controls it at the line. Norton looking to Crossman. Picked up by Kissio. Broughton is back on. And he knocks it away from Norton unexpectedly. Broughton breaking down. Paul Broughton moves in all alone. Broughton fakes, and it's stopped. A stick save by Fitzpatrick. What a move by Paul Broughton. Boy, he had the crowd on its feet, and Broughton with a takeaway feeds Kissio. He gets it to Rochefort. He scores! A short-handed goal gives the Rangers a 3-2 lead. What a play by Broughton.
Watch him come out of the penalty box here, Sam. Chip it away from Norton, who wasn't expecting it. Now watch his speed. Fitzpatrick plays him pretty well. In fact, he plays him real well. Now when the puck goes back to Rochefort here, watch LaFontaine skate right by Rochefort. LaFontaine is up high, thinking his team's not in trouble. What work by Broughton. Look at LaFontaine. He skate right by. There, he comes in from behind. Rochefort moves in and takes a shot. LaFontaine was out over the blue line on the play. Here's the drop pass. LaFontaine's over the blue line. Rochefort whips it right through, and the Rangers have the lead.
Back to the live action. LaFontaine moving in. Randy Wood. 30 seconds. seconds to go on the Islander 5-on-4 power play. Shot by McBean. Save made by Richter. Flatley's got the puck. Randy Wood. LaFontaine set up down low. Jeff Finley at the point. Now it's Wood. LaFontaine in the corner. To Finley. Tees it up for the shot. Deflected by Janssens. Eriksson has it. Here come the Rangers one more time. Eriksson kills some time in center ice. Beautiful penalty killing by Jan Eriksson. Islanders power play is over. LaFontaine moving in against Bloomberg. Bloomberg takes him out of the play. Flatley gets to the puck. The Islanders fail on a 5-on-3 advantage. The Rangers score a shorthanded goal. LaFontaine knocked away by Nichols and out of the zone. Rochefort with his first of the series from Kissio and Broughton, giving the Rangers the 3-2 lead. McBean back for it. Nichols on him. McBean firing it around the net. Almost looked like he was taking a shot on his own goal. Rough. Rangers leading for the second time of the game. Millette moving around Laxdal. Lauer tries to clear the zone. Gartner got a stick on it. Retrieves it and sends it in. Time of the Ranger goal, 1:02. And the shorthanded goal by Rochefort. So the Rangers specialty teams dominating play here. 2 for 2 on the power play. And a shorthanded goal. The Islanders are 0 for 2 on their power play.
Second shorthanded goal of the series for the Rangers. Penalty coming up. I think the Islanders get caught here. A slashing call.
They beat the Mayo again.
Right. Appears to be Rangers power play.
And
Gino Ciccarelli on the puck, being chased by Shanahan. He makes the play. You'll see Langway with the shot. Ridley's in front on the backhand, and he scores. And the battle continues at the Meadowlands.
they're tied 2-2, and Ciccarelli picks up another point.
He's on a roll. What a performer he is.
7 goals and 3 assists. DeMaio for slashing at 2:57. Rangers' third power play of the game. They're 2 for 2. DeMaio took a boarding penalty in the first period, and the Rangers scored. Rangers with Turcotte, Patrick, Kissio, Ogrodnik, and Mullen for the power play. Ogrodnik battling Diduck, who punched at him. Patrick sets up Turcotte. Save Fitzpatrick, and he was shaky on that shot.
Good shot by Turcotte. A tricky, hard shot, Sam. Fitzpatrick almost overplayed it, but he recovered to make the save. Turcotte with a big shot. If he hits the net, it's some shot.
Mullen's got the puck now. Maloney, McDonough, Nyland, and Diduck for the Islanders. Turcotte. Ogrodnik set up down low with Kissio. The shot off the arm of Fitzpatrick. Mullen in the corner, checked by McDonough. Turcotte's got the puck now. Goes back to Mullen. 2 men down low for the Rangers. Mullen winding up and faking. Goes back to Turcotte. Mullen again. One time it is blocked off of Nyland and comes out of the zone as it was missed by Patrick. McDonough taken out by Turcotte. Rangers have it back. 1 minute to go on the power play. Islanders changing. Rangers look for a breakaway. Flatley got his stick on the puck. Good play. Otherwise, Gartner might have been in all alone. Instead, it was an offside for the Rangers.
For the Rangers, Sam, the special teams in this series going into this game, the Rangers was sitting at plus 4. They had 3 more power play goals than the Islanders. Add to that the shorthanded goal. So that's plus 4 going into this game. Now you add this game into it, they're plus 7 on the specialty teams. That's more than 1 per game. A pretty good average. That was one of Roger Nielsen's 4 keys going into the series. Smart toughness, goaltending, special teams, and smart defensive play.
Norton and Crossman on now for the Islanders with Flatley and Sutter. Rangers have Gartner, Nichols, and Wilson. Moeller has come on replacing Patrick. Turcotte still on, brings it across, and shoots wide. Gartner goes for the puck, but it's beaten to it by Norton. Longley boards. Norton couldn't handle it. Wilson going for it. Flatley is there. Crossman trying to, Norton trying to clear. It was blocked. Nichols has it. Gartner set up down low. Turcotte. Moeller. Turcotte shoots. It's blocked in front by Norton. Cleared by Brent Sutter. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Richter out for Nichols. Leads Moeller. Moeller moving in. Moeller against Norton. Pulls up. Looks for a man to pass to. Finds Turcotte. Back to Wilson, moving in. Wilson across to Nichols, tees it up for the shot, deflected. Up into the air it goes. Taken by Gartner. Boy, is he slashed by Norton.
Norton slashing up high.
Shot by Gartner, stick to side by Fitzpatrick. Gartner sent flying. Nichols has the puck, taken down by McDonough. Crossman clears it out of the zone. The power play is over. The teams are back at full strength. Rangers 2 for 3 on the power play. They had 2 shots on goal during that man advantage. Wilson, 14:40 to go, second period. Rangers leading 3-2. Gartner playing it in. Fitzpatrick stops it. Diddick moving out with the puck. Islanders with LaFontaine found Gartner and Wood on the ice. Rochefort breaking up that pass. Finley.
Oh, the referee got hurt, Sam. Mike Gartner threw a body check into Diddick, who came across the body of Billy McCreary, the referee, and he blew the whistle immediately. And it appears that he's in some sort of trouble, perhaps a leg injury. Rob Schick is here as a backup referee for this game. I had a little discussion with the two about the series.
We had one game thus far in the playoffs where Dave Newell was injured and Schick replaced him in Boston. McCreary being checked out will step out. McCreary will continue in the game. Over at the Meadowlands, the Caps have taken the lead, and who else? It's Dino again.
I think this is goal number 8.
You're right.
If it's his first in this game. Here's the former Ranger Kelly Miller messing around with the puck, drops it in front. Dino Ciccarelli. Oh man,
wow.
Puck is 2 feet out of the air. When you're hot and you're on a roll, you're hot and on a roll. Dino Ciccarelli, the old hand-eye coordination on that play, going to the net. That tells you something, Sam. Drive to the net. Look what happened.
If they handed out MVPs for first rounds, there's the MVP right now. He's got 8 goals and 3 assists. Caps are leading 3-2 in the second period. The series tied 2-2. Rochefort's shot is blocked by Randy Wood. Baumgartner moving it up the boards. And the Islanders clear the zone. 6 minutes gone by, second period. Rangers with a shorthanded goal early in the second to regain the lead. It's 3-2. Erickson centering. The shot saved. Fitzpatrick. Nice setup. Erickson to Broughton, and Paul Broughton is flying.
Sam, the depth is always something you talk about. At the beginning of a season, everyone thought for the Rangers, including myself, it might be a problem. The depth is showing up big time for the Rangers. Jansen's with a body check on Diddick. Broughton goes down low, takes the pass from Erickson. That was a good play and a fine save by Fitzpatrick, as Broughton has been flying. The Rangers have been careful with their players that haven't played, Sam. They've worked hard in practice, and Broughton's been ready.
Broughton filling in for the injured Chris Nyland. There is no question Chris Nyland has a physical presence on the ice. The players respond to his presence and the emotion and the spirit that he lends to the team. Paul Broughton, I think, is a more skilled player and gives the Rangers a different dimension when he's in the game.
Well, he certainly has played well in this game. The 24-year-old showing that he's not intimidated by playing in his first ever playoff game in the National Hockey League. He's made some smart plays on the ice.
LaFontaine after Bowler. Sorry, John.
Think about Nyland. When he's in the lineup, all he does is win. All the team does is win. Unbelievable.
That's something. It's an intangible that you can't find.
That's something that the Ranger management will have to wrestle with for next season.
Rangers were offside across the line as Millette stick handled. Gartner went across. 13:28 to go, second period. This series, the Rangers have really exploded.
11-3 now, Sam, including the latest, the shorthanded goal by Normand Rochefort. And you can see how they have exploded in certain areas in games 2, 3, and 4 during the second periods.
Islanders with DeMaio, Laxdal, and Lauer on the ice, with Crossman and Norton broken up by Bloomberg. Bloomberg and Greshner, Turcotte, Wilson, and King for the Rangers. DeMaio gets around King, goes after Bloomberg with a good hit in the corner. Bloomberg kicks it to Chris King, and the Rangers move out. King against Crossman. Sharp angle shot off the glove of Fitzpatrick, who's had trouble handling the puck. He looks a little unsure of himself. He's deep in his net.
I concur. DeMaio has added spark to the Islanders lineup. Boy, he has worked, and he's been buzzing around out there.
Penalty called. Norton on a retaliation.
Yeah.
King hit him. Norton retaliated with a stick, and slashing is called. Jeff Norton, upset with a call by McCreary, continues to yell at him. King hit him in center ice, and Norton went back at him with a stick.
Here's the body check as King had the puck, and King comes back with two little jabs with a stick. And McCreary, watching the retaliation, makes the call. Chris King has taken the body nicely in this period. We were told, by the way, when he hit DeMaio in the first period, DeMaio got hurt. Fitzgerald got hurt. Yes. Fitzgerald. That Fitzgerald hit the area of the glass where the glass starts. It's like running into a pole, and that's the reason why Fitzpatrick lost his breath on the play. Fitzgerald. No, I'll get it right later. That's why Fitzgerald lost his wind on the play. My apologies.
Norton
right
for slashing at 7-17. Rangers' fourth power play. They're 2 for 3. Kissio, Ogrodnik, and Mullen. Patrick and Turcotte for the power play. Islanders, Sutter, Flatley, Crossman, and Nyland. Patrick. Fitzpatrick to stop the puck. Crossman wrapped up by Mullen. Ogrodnik takes it in the corner. Back to Brian Mullen, but Crossman blocks it. Sutter goes back behind his own net for Crossman. To Flatley. He's blocked by Patrick. They both go down. Crossman. Behind the net is Ogrodnik to intercept. Whacked by Flatley. But the Rangers still control. Patrick looking, shooting, wide of the net. A change-up shot by James Patrick. Just a soft wrist shot instead of the big slap shot. Kissio to James Patrick. Wrists it toward the net, wide. Looking for a deflection by Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik chasing Crossman. Crossman able to clear the zone. Flatley taken away by Turcotte. Moves in against Crossman and shoots. Good save, Fitzpatrick.
The Islanders almost got in trouble, Sam, because Nyland, you see him there, he doesn't have a stick. It's in behind the goal. He thought his team was moving up ice while killing the penalty. He decided to go to the bench and get a new stick. The Rangers turned the puck over at center ice. Right here. They get control. Nyland is heading to the bench. The Rangers turn it around, think offense. Now Nyland struggles to get back. Turcotte took the shot, and a fine save by Fitzpatrick. Probably his best. Turcotte, power play shot, looking to set the Rangers up to a 2-goal lead. And Fitzpatrick grabs it. Still 59 seconds remaining for the Rangers on the power play.
He's faced 18 shots. He stopped 15. The rookie, Mark Fitzpatrick, playing in the playoffs in the NHL for the first time this season. This is third game of this series. Bloomberg getting it across to Moeller. Moeller toward the net, deflected wide by Nichols and up into the crowd. 48 seconds remaining in the Rangers power play. 11:31 to go. Second period. Rangers leading 3-2.
Well, Nichols' ex-teammates have a chance to close out Calgary tomorrow. Game number 6 of their series. Calgary with a fine game last night. Changed their right wingers up on the lines. Cliff Fletcher, the general manager, had a meeting with the players, and that usually works.
Neuendijk with a big game. Boston leading Hartford in the third period, 3-2. Cam Neely has 2 goals for the Bruins in that one. Montreal, Stéphane Richer has 2 goals, leading Buffalo 3-2. Nichols against McDonough. Good takeaway by McDonough, then it was knocked away by Nichols. Bloomberg with a shot. Score! It looks like Gartner. It's a power play goal, and the Rangers lead 4-2.
Jeff Norton retaliated. The Rangers went on the power play. Sam, they won the draw. Nichols beats McDonough right here. McDonough almost gets control of the puck to get it out of the zone, but Nichols battles back. Here's McDonough with the play, and Nichols battles back. The Rangers have been taking wrist shots. All they tried to do was hit the net here, and Gartner, I think, redirects that wrist shot. Rochefort scores on a wrist shot. Here you see Bloomberg using the wrist shot. Because he's being rushed, he doesn't have time. Gartner's there alone. He redirects the puck, and the Rangers have a 2-goal lead. You see how Finley tried to block the shot? Bloomberg had the presence of mind to go high with it, and Gartner was left alone.
John, the Rangers are 10 for their last 24 on the power play.
Well, tell the guys in the blue jerseys.
Wow.
tell people like Norton, if they want to take retaliation penalties, they're going against a very hot power play, and it's hurting their club.
Rangers power play is awesome. 3 for 4, and the Rangers lead 4-2. And once again, John, the Rangers have a 2-goal lead. Randy Wood trying to get away from Rochefort. Then he was hit by Millette. Patrick has the puck. And out of the zone, put back in by McBean. Offside Islanders. 10:37 to go. Second period. They've called Bloomberg from Moeller and Nichols at 8:40. It's a piece of this.
There's the play where Nichols gets it back to his teammates. Moeller to Bloomberg. The shot. Oh yeah, it hit something. It had to hit Gartner's stick. It certainly appeared like it did. Nonetheless, it's in the net. The Rangers enjoying a 4-2 lead. And Gartner getting some medical repairs, it appeared.
Talk about a guy who's taken a pounding and given up his body for the team. Mike Gartner has planted himself in front. And done a great job.
Yeah, all series long.
Here's a shot by Laxdal. Goes wide of the net. Coming down to the midway point of the second period. Rangers leading 4-2. McBean. Gary Nyland trying to control. Now DeMaio tied up by Ogrodnik. Mullen works it free. And into the Islander zone it goes. Fitzpatrick leaves it for Nyland. 10 minutes to go. Second period. 4-2 Rangers. A shorthanded goal and 3 power play goals for the Rangers in this game. Islanders started the second period on a 5-on-3 advantage. Rangers scored a shorthanded goal, and they are now 3 for 4 on the power play. And it is changed to Mike Gartner. Gartner gets credit for the goal. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the Yankees, who are leading tonight against the Texas Rangers, play the Rangers at Yankee Stadium. And scorecard at 1 o'clock, followed by the Yankees and the Texas Rangers. And I believe that's Nolan Ryan pitching in that game for the Texas Rangers. So it's Yankee baseball here on MSG Network at 1 o'clock. And John, TKR did it again yesterday.
I don't believe it.
8th inning, 4-4 game, and they flipped to Beluga Whales. I know everything I need to know about Beluga Whales, but the Yankee game, I don't know how it ended.
You'll have to phone my cable company.
Oh, man.
Phone me. My cable company keeps it on where it should be. I'll let you know the score. I watched that ball game. That's embarrassing company, isn't it?
Finley has it. 9:35.
What was their name again?
TKR.
TKR. In Rockford.
That's right. Oh, man. Here's Finley. Pass blocked by Broughton. Collision along the boards between Diddick and Janssens. Finley has the puck. For Bullock. You know, as well as Bullock has played, John, he plays it in from the Islander side of the red line. Richter plays it away from Sutter. He hasn't scored as much as they need him to score. He hasn't finished.
Remember, the Rangers' goaltending's been pretty good.
Sutter is stopped by Richter.
You have to remember that with Randy Wood, too. He's had so many scoring chances, but the Rangers' goaltending in this series has been nothing short of exceptional. And you have to put that into perspective with these players not scoring for the other team.
Janssens battling Crossman. Sutter is there with Erickson. Erickson knocking it free. And Jeff Norton takes the puck. All the way across. Lindy Ruff takes it back for the Rangers. Ruff looks around. Nice pass on the stick of Turcotte. Now Wilson! Score! Turcotte with another beautiful pass.
And Kerry Wilson in all by himself. Here's Lindy Ruff. Finds the open man, Turcotte. He fades away and puts a pass back. Sends Kerry Wilson in alone, and Fitzpatrick has no chance. He's been alone. Fitzpatrick has been alone. There'll be a goaltending change, but he's been alone. Now watch Turcotte fade to his left and everybody go to him. Four blue jerseys on one side of the ice. Kerry Wilson by himself. And the Rangers taking advantage of the Islanders' defensive miscues. Turcotte reads the play beautifully. Kerry Wilson goes wide. There's the shot. And the goal. And the Rangers lead 5-2. 8:26 remaining in the second. And Sam again. The Rangers, during their second periods, have really
second period.
He's a young man with an immense amount of talent. No shame for the way he tries. He has to learn a little bit to control himself. I'm sure he will. And the Islanders have to make a change here. The second time in 2 games they've made goaltending changes.
Fitzpatrick, actually the third time in the series, because they had to when Fitzpatrick was taken out of the game as contract in game 2. Fitzpatrick will learn from this, John. He's a young goaltender, and he's got a lot of talent. I agree with you, and he's going to be a real good one in this league. But I think he's been a little unnerved. The power play goals that the Rangers have poured by him, and the Rangers now lead 5-2. Here's King with Turcotte. Crossman back. Turcotte shoots wide. Healy in the game. Turcotte has it knocked away by Crossman. Wilson with a second from Turcotte and Ruff at 11:34. Turcotte with 2 assists in the game. Barry Wilson for Turcotte off the heel of his stick.
The Lions played well now, Sam, in the last 2 games. The Turcotte line with Wilson and King very well the last 2 games.
5-2, Rangers leading it. 7.5 minutes to go in the second period. Nichols dropped it off his glove. Played back the other way by Norton. Maloney for Fitzgerald. Leads McDonough against Richter. Richter stays with him, rides him down. Maloney takes the puck. Checked by Millette. Work 3 into the corner. Richter going for it. Held up by McDonough. Bloomberg takes it. Here's the zone. Out comes Healy. A Let's Go Rangers chant goes up. Wayne McBean hit hard and knocked down by Troy Millette. Millette again. Now Nichols moves in. He shoots wide. Rangers have missed the net on a couple of chances by Turcotte and Nichols. Gartner battling along the boards.
The Rangers appear to be getting better as this game moves along. They put forth a very, very strong second period, and it started when Paul Broughton made the shorthanded play to lead to a shorthanded goal.
If you just ask for a light beer, give me a light. You never know what you'll get.
Started games 1 and 2, and starting here in game 5. And a lot of disappointment for the young man in his first NHL playoff series, as he has failed to come up with a victory. But he's a young player with a very bright future, who had a good rookie season with 19 wins. Finley. Now Didick. Islanders have had only 3 shots on goal here in the second period. Finley gets to it before Mullen. Well, Grodnick trying to keep it in the zone, but it's batted in the Ranger bench and gloved by John Van Beesbrook. Good glove by the shortstop and outfielder, John Van Beesbrook. Remember, it makes good sense to drink responsibly. Know when to say when. A reminder from your friends at Anheuser-Busch. 6:28 remaining, second period. Brent Sutter has been outstanding in this series. But he's had to carry a huge load, especially during those 3 games in which LaFontaine was out. Lindy Ruff with a long shot. Healy got a piece of it. Didick plays it. Around for Bullock. Past him. Kept in by Moeller. Tied up in the corner. Didick and Erickson. Paul Broughton trying to get loose with the puck. Jansen's looking for it.
This line has been forechecking well since about the midpoint of that first period, Sam.
And they've had a couple of real good scoring chances. Once again, Rangers do a good job in the neutral zone.
Much better neutral zone play than what happened over the first 10 minutes of the first period, where the Islanders really had a lot of spunk going. The Rangers now controlling the neutral zone quite a bit.
Rangers lead 5-2. 5:40 to go. Second period. Rangers led 1-0. Islanders led 2-1, and the Rangers have scored the last 4. Sutter moving in, but it was offside. Islanders on the play.
Islanders have had just 3 shots on goal in the second period. They've been outshot 9-3. As John Erickson heads to the Rangers bench for a change. You know, he not only skates between games, The back hasn't been acting up too bad on him, but he also spends time riding the stationary bike, Sam, to really try and regain that strong conditioning he had. When you sit out a long period of time, you lose your conditioning no matter how hard you work. Now, if the Rangers happen to win this thing, they don't open until the next Thursday. A guy like Eriksson, that'll really help him.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I talked to him after game 4 on the island. He said he felt real good.
Yeah, he's very happy, and the coaching staff and medical staff did the right thing in resting him over the last couple of weeks, and then played him 2 out of the last 3 games before the playoffs started.
Bloomberg takes a hit but clears the zone. Islanders send it back in. They're offside. It's a delayed offside. If the Islanders touch it, the whistle will stop play. Rangers come out with the puck. Grodnick gets it. Off the boards, Crossman goes for it. Crossman with DeMaio on his right. DeMaio takes it. Moves in against Greshner. All the way across for Lauer. Moves it out in front. Richter makes the save. Mullen. Lauer with a tricky play as he gloved the puck behind the net. Dropped it down as he was skating out in front.
He likes that wraparound, Sam. He tried that in the overtime, remember, against Van Beesbroek.
Yes. On the boards. Controlled by Lauer. And he brings it out. Waiting for it, but the puck was put up into the crowd by Brad Lauer. 4:38 to go, second period. 5-2 Rangers.
In the morning, I wake up to news.
3 goals in the third period, John. Lead 4-2 over the Devils.
Courtnall with a shot, beating Terrari and the Caps, who have had a history of playing well on the road, get one from Courtnall.
Ridley, Cicerelli, and Courtnall. Less than 3 minutes to go now in the third period. Caps lead the Devils 4-2.
Courtnall's first goal of the series.
The missing persons report is over, huh? They found them.
Courtnall and Pavanka, they needed some fine play from, and there you see the goal by Courtnall, a big one.
Millette played it off the skate of Wayne McBean. Gartner. Off the boards, Millette hit from behind by Wood. They battle along the boards. Long shot by McBean, saved by Richter. Millette picks it up, out with Bernie Nichols. Millette and Baumgartner have been bumping each other a little bit. Patrick, Gartner stuck in the zone, has to get onside. McBean back for the puck. Rangers with a dominant second period, and once again the story of this game, the Rangers power play 3 for 4, and plus a shorthanded goal by Normand Rochefort.
Sam, the Ranger power play goals, DeMaio took a boarding penalty in the offensive zone, Wood a hooking penalty in the offensive zone, and then Norton with a retaliation penalty in the neutral zone.
Maloney tied up by Moeller. Nichols turns.
Those are the 3 penalties that the Rangers scored power play goals on, and the Islanders, I mean, it's really been a story throughout the series, mainly because of the very potent Rangers power play.
Well, we talked from the outset about playing tough but smart. Good play by McDonough to hustle to the puck. Fitzgerald for McDonough behind the net. It bounced over his stick. McDonough and Turcotte in the corner. Wilson poking at it. Came free to Maloney, but he gave it away to Wilson. Wilson. Into the corner goes Chris King. Turcotte heads for the net. The puck around the boards. Played by McDonough. 2:40 to go in the second period. Rangers with a 5-2 lead. 3 goals here in the second, and the turnaround, the shorthanded goal by Normand Rochefort after the Islanders started this second period with a 40-second 2-man advantage. Rotten coming out of the penalty box made a huge play. Set up. He won the puck from 2 Islanders in the corner and set up the shorthanded goal. Rotten moving down with the puck. Norton can't see it. Now he finds it. Wallach out for Flatley. Rochefort is back. Eriksson comes over. Off the corner boards. Wallach against Bloomberg. Flatley against Eriksson. Rotten trying to take it away, able to work it out of the zone. Crossman recovers with 1:45 to go in the second. Out for Brent Sutter. Now Norton. lost control. Bloomberg sending it the other way. Flatley stopped. Moves by Rochefort. Bullock looking. Set up for Flatley. Slid off his stick on the backhand and a penalty call. Might be Erickson for holding. Somebody for holding.
As Flatley was driving to the net to take the pass, he was reaching out. He was on his backhand, I believe, Sam, and 3 Rangers tried to slow him down. Determination by Flatley. Rochefort is the man that's called. Holding, I believe, would be the call. And the Islanders, with 1:23 remaining in the second period, need one bad. They need a goal badly from their power play unit. Watch Flatley cut right through the middle. Now he gets the puck on his backhand. 2 different Rangers grab him. The third one's in there. Down goes Flatley, and holding's a call.
Rochefort goes off. Islanders go on their third power play of the game. They're 0 for 2. Holding at 18:37. And a crucial point for the Islanders here. Down by 3. Closing moments of the second period. Following the second period, QB McDonough will be Bruce Beck's guest in our studio. Bob Page will be at the MSG Sports Desk. He'll update you on hockey, basketball, baseball, and any other important news in the world of sports. And then John and I will have second period highlights. LaFontaine, Wood, Baumgartner, Crossman, and Norton for the power play.
It's interesting looking at Baumgartner on the ice for the power play.
I think his job will be just to set up in front and try to create a disturbance in front of Mike Richter. Crossman, Mullen, Kissio, Moeller, and Patrick. Moeller intercepts and skates it clear. Healy leaves it. Crossman moves it. 1 minute to go in the second period. Richter plays it up the glass. Goes into the crowd, and we'll have a face-off.
The puck went off the glass, so no penalty to the goaltender Richter. Crossman has been held to 1 point in the series, Sam, an assist. And of course, he is a key to the Islanders as far as scoring goes. He always joins the rush.
That's a credit to the Rangers for shutting him down, a key offensive player for the Islanders all season long. Randy Moeller, we've talked about him. He's played through pain, he's played tough, and he's played smart. It's over, and the Caps take a 3-2 lead back to the Cap Center in Landover, Maryland. They will play Game 6 Sunday night. Caps, once again, surprising. Beaupre, the winning goaltender. Terreri took the loss. 4-3 the final. And Cicerelli scored again. He got at least a goal and an assist. We know that. LaFontaine lost his helmet.
So now he goes to the bench. He knows he better not play without his helmet, Sam, so they make the change. He lost his helmet after the puck was dropped in a wrestling match with Mark Janssens, the 2 centers opposite one another. So LaFontaine's smart enough to get off and not play without his helmet. He's now bent over on the bench, maybe hurting a little bit.
I hope he's not shaken up.
So do I.
Puck cleared down. Norton back for it. 20 seconds to go in the second period. Brent Sutter takes the feed. Sutter moves across. Islanders set up Sutter. The shot wide. 10 seconds to go in the period. Norton to Flatley. Sutter set up in the slot. Flatley toward the net. Richter the save. Tries to smother the rebound. He's got it on the goal line.
4 Islanders, including the defenseman McBean, in tight. 2 seconds remaining on the clock. At the end of the second period, Moeller talking things over with Richter. Watch the Islanders converge on Mike Richter's goal. The puck will get through the deflection. Now watch him reach back and climb. Oh man, the puck rolled right over his body, Sam, and hit the inside of his goal stick, and then he pulled the puck into his body.
They're waving to Healy. They're bringing Healy to the bench. Islanders will put on an extra skater with just 2 seconds remaining. They hope to get a face-off and get a quick shot.
The big save was by Richter on the deflection in front, and then the puck rolled right over his body, going into the net, but it hit his goal stick.
Islanders have 6 skaters on,
including
on the power play,
who got his helmet back, and he looks to be okay.
He's set up high, looking for Sutter to win the face-off. Rangers have 4 skaters on. Islanders on the power play. 2 seconds to go in the second period. And the shot blocked, and the buzzer sound. And the Rangers dominate the second period, outscoring the Islanders 3-0. with 1 period remaining, the Rangers have a 5-2 lead at the end of 2. Islanders will have a power play beginning the 3rd period for another 37 seconds. Rangers head off with a big lead. We'll head downstairs. 37 seconds remaining in the holding penalty to Normand Rochefort. Crossman and Norton, LaFontaine, Sutter and Bullock. Rangers with Moeller, Patrick, Turcotte, and Erickson. Sutter, Crossman, down low for Bullock, missed it. Stopped by Richter at the side of the net, and he holds it. 13 seconds remaining in the power play.
13 seconds remaining on Friday the 13th. Thought I'd mention that.
Don't start those superstitions,
man. What a dreadful day. So the Rangers face off in their own zone. The Islanders have outshot the Rangers 21-20 throughout the contest to this point. Islanders go with Bullock, LaFontaine, and Sutter. They take Patrick Flatley off the line to put LaFontaine on there, Sam, and they continue with both Crossman and Norton for the point man for their power play.
Friday the 13th, what'd you do? Lock yourself in your office and close the shades?
Got a headache all day just thinking about it.
LaFontaine against Kissio. Kissio gets to the puck. That's going to do it for the Islander power play.
Rangers have had a strong game on the face-offs. Over the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game, Sam, they did not. Since that point, their face-offs have been crucial in this game.
Sutter gets a shot off wide of the net. Teams are back at full strength. Islanders are 0 for 3 on the power play.
Included in that, the power play goal by Ogrodnik just after a draw.
Erickson takes the puck out of the zone. I think he forgot that the Rangers are back at full strength. Now he skates to the bench.
Sam, 24-17 Rangers as far as draws go, and that's been their best of the 5 games.
They've done everything right. Crossman just hit Millette from behind, knocked him down. But the Rangers forced Crossman the other way. Norton sends it out for Laxdal. Long shot. Ooh, a tough shot. Knocked aside by Richter. Overskated by Lauer. DeMaio's got it.
Laxdal's got a big shot if you're not familiar with watching him play.
One-time Toronto Maple Leaf. Lauer missed the setup from Laxdal. Healy waits for the puck. Gartner coming down. Forces Healy to go to the other side. Minute and 40 gone by in the 3rd period. Rangers lead 5-2. Rob DeMaio with a shot. Save Richter. Another tough shot. Lauer's pass is blocked by Patrick. To the point to McBean for the shot. Scores! Wayne McBean firing it through a crowd. And the Islanders are within 2. It's a 5-3 game.
What a great shot by McBean. Earlier, DeMaio with the big shot. Richter the save, and the Rangers line with Nichols and Gartner and Millette on it, running around. Running around, Sam, the defensive zone. That's Nichols moving out. I think it went off of his stick. Ricocheted up high as McBean takes the shot. He's wide open, McBean is. Nichols goes down, and watch his hockey stick. There.
Yes.
Is where the shot by McBean, the puck caught the stick and ricocheted straight up. McBean, who was +1 going into this period of this game, has played well in the last 2 games for the Islanders. The young future right there for the Islanders. McBean makes it 5-3.
Former first-round draft pick of the LA Kings came over in the big trade, which sent Kelly Rudy to the Kings. Brought Fitzpatrick and McBean to the Islanders. A long way to go yet.
Pretty good shift by that DeMaio line. They were buzzing. They had 2 scoring chances and scored.
The Rangers had better not make the mistake of trying to sit back, John, because the Islanders will go for it. They've got to go all out now. They must win to stay alive in this series. It's now 5-3 with 2 minutes 15 seconds gone by in the 3rd period.
The Islanders trailing. The Rangers have to play a smart neutral zone. They just got caught icing the puck, the Rangers did. Smart turnovers in the neutral zone and counter.
Finished by Pierre Cardin, available at Carlin's at all major malls throughout New Jersey. Patrick Flatley. He's been tough in this series, as he's always played. Islander goal was McBean, his first playoff goal from Laxdal and Lauer at 150. Norton toward the net, saved by Richter. Again, Richter screened on the shot this time. Lead for Kissio with a shot that's deflected by Norton up into the crowd. Play stops. 17:26 remaining, third period. Rangers leading 5-3 and trying to close out the Islanders in this first round series.
The Islanders, Sam, have averaged 6.2 shots on goal per third period in this series. That's not many. They've already had 4 here in this third period. They've averaged 6.2 through the first 4 games in the third periods. Islanders look to break that, as this third period is just 2.5 minutes old.
Turcotte, King, and Wilson come on for the Rangers with Greshner and Patrick as you look at Bernie Nichols. Turcotte against DeMaio for the face-off. Wayne McBean to Gary Nyland. Rangers have to go and chase it. James Patrick plays it around nicely to Kerry Wilson. Wilson pumped by DeMaio. They push and shove. DeMaio lost his stick, trying to pull the stick away from Wilson.
DeMaio coming off a very strong shift, Sam, here. We'll see if they can follow it up once again.
Turcotte banging it off the boards. Islanders send it in, and Turcotte recovers. Wilson. Turcotte racing down the middle. Turcotte goes through and shoots. Save, Healy. Big play by Healy as Turcotte almost split the defense, got off a real good shot.
That's a gamer. That save is a game saver. Big game tonight for Turcotte. He's been on the just flying.
Rangers clear the zone, but the puck goes up over the boards into the scorers area. 16:29 to go in the third. 5-3 Rangers.
On him, and the fourth shot by Turcotte in the game, his 17th in the series. Good save by Glenn Healy. He was out to meet that shot well above the goal crease. 17th by Turcotte in the series. Not bad for a rookie over almost 5 games.
Diddick, long shot, knocked away with a blocker by Richter. It's into the crowd.
Now the Islanders bearing down to win draws. That time Sutter beat Janssens. Diddick with the shot. We'll see here as Janssens and Sutter go head-to-head. Clean win by Sutter and a good shot, but it was rising, and I thought it went off the shaft of the stick of Richter. Richter may be a little nervous in this position, Sam. That did not go off his blocker. That caught the portion of the stick above his blocker and ricocheted into the stands.
Janssens against Sutter on the face-off. Flatley and Rochefort in the corner. Flatley tries to center, blocked by Moeller. Moves it quickly out of the zone. This will be an icing. Back comes Diddick. Play stops with 16:10 remaining in the third period.
Rangers have Millette on the line with Janssens and Broughton now. Eriksson not working this line. This is something the Rangers coaching staff have done throughout the last 3 games of the series.
This program is authorized by Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, or the use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this event, including the imposition of a charge for viewing the program without the express written consent of Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated, is prohibited. Al Arbor. It's nervous time. It's all over in Boston. The Bruins now lead the series 3-2. Cam Neely with 2 goals. Andy Moog in goal. And Boston beats Hartford 3-2. They go to Hartford for Game 6 Sunday night. And Montreal with a big road victory, now leading Buffalo 3-2 as they beat Buffalo 4-2 in Buffalo.
And 3 wins in that series by the road teams. The Rangers again called for icing as they continue to dump the puck out of the zone and down the ice.
I don't think Roger Nielsen's too happy about that.
Well, they can sense danger. And the Islanders a strong face-off club. The Rangers' priority, Sam, is to get the puck out of the zone. You have to pay for it with an icing, but then you pay for it with an icing.
LaFontaine with Wood and Baumgartner against Nichols, Gartner, and Eriksson. Gartner slides it across. Eriksson goes for it. Crossman takes it. Gives it away to Nichols. Gartner gets the pass and fakes the shot on Norton. Into the corner, Erickson against LaFontaine. Moved around by Gartner to Nichols. Slides all the way through. LaFontaine lost his stick. Goes to the bench for another one. Meanwhile, Wood races for the puck. Sharp angle shot is wide, and Richter got a piece of it.
Oh, and a piece of plexiglass just came out right out of its moorings down in the corner. When Rochefort hit Wood, the earthquake type tremor was felt by the glass as it popped out of its mooring.
Did Richter take note of that?
Oh my. Oh my.
Roger Nielsen looking on, his team trying to close out this series. We have a delay now.
There's a delay over at the Islander bench too. McCreary talking to the Islander staff.
Knicks back in action Monday night at Madison Square Garden, coming off that win over Indiana last night. And we'll have it for you here on Madison Square Garden Network, beginning with game night at 7 o'clock. Knicks and the Miami Heat. Over at the Islander bench.
The helmet problem. Oh, it's Glenn Healy, the goaltender's helmet.
Okay.
The screw has come loose. They have to take the nut and the bolt or the screw and put it back together for Glenn.
Lots of delays thus far, John. A lot of stoppages in play here in the third period. We've only played 4 minutes and 34 seconds. We look at Glenn Healy, who came over from Los Angeles and played well for the Islanders this year.
Well, we have a second here. We mentioned it during the pregame show, but not during the game, that Ray Bourque did not play for Boston tonight. He does not have a hip pointer, as has been mentioned around the country. He has a deep thigh bruise. Yesterday, he showed up at the doctor's office on crutches. The deep thigh bruise, where it's a strong or a bad Charlie horse. The blood is not dissipated from his thigh very quickly, and he today was able to ride a stationary bike. He has not been skating whatsoever. Again, I'll mention he was on crutches yesterday at the doctor's office. Today, the stationary bike. So who knows? The other thing is Chris Chelios from Montreal is scheduled to start skating tomorrow.
Bruins without Bourque protected a 3-2 lead through the third period tonight. Great goaltending from Andy Moog, made 20 saves in the game, and the Bruins have a 3-2 lead on the Whalers in that Adams Division semifinal. Montreal leading Buffalo 3-2. Those series moved to Hartford and Montreal for Game 6 Sunday night. Devils will be at Washington for Game 6 Sunday night, with Washington leading that series now 3-2. Rangers put it in the Islanders zone. A little over 5 minutes gone by in the third. Rangers with a 5-3 lead. Islanders a goal here in the third period by Wayne McBean. Richter trying to play it in. It was blocked, then fires it down. Healy stops it.
6 of 8 series, going at least 6 games. If the Islanders come back to win this one, it would be 7. Unbelievable for the series in the first round to go that long.
Parity in the NHL. Good takeaway by Gartner, then it's taken back by the Islanders' Gerald Diddick. Only the St. Louis Blues have advanced as they defeated Toronto in 5 games. Now the Islanders are called for icing. Back the other way they'll go with 14:23 to go in the third period. The Rangers hold Gartner and Millette on the ice now with Greshner and Bloomberg. Finley, Diddick with the puck, moving it up to Fitzgerald, who's on with McDonough and Maloney. Rangers keep it in the Islanders zone. Bloomberg sends it back in. Mike Gartner has 2 goals in the game, but he has done so much more than just score. His forechecking, his screening of the goaltenders on the power play, his aggressive play throughout all over the ice has been very, very impressive. Millette takes the puck. Pass deflected by McDonough. Maloney recovers. Millette stays on him. Fitzgerald went right past the puck. They broke in, and he left the puck behind him.
Seeing a sloppy third period to this point.
Lead for Nichols, goes past him, and Brad Lauer takes it. 13:25 remaining in the third. 5-3, Rangers lead. Islanders led once in this game, 2-1.
Third period's been the lowest scoring period of the series between the two teams. Well, that goal by the Islanders, McBean, the Islanders have outscored the Rangers 3-1 now in the third periods. Not many by either club.
Patrick wheels around. Plays Lays it out for Kerry Wilson. Rangers have had a 2-goal lead in each game of this series. Crossman looks around. We played a little over 7 minutes in the third. Crossman looks for an open man. Pass deflects across. Islanders have to regroup in center, get back on side. Norton for DeMaio, missed, and Wilson has it. Wilson winds up. His shot saved by Healy off his right arm. The rebound taken away by Crossman from Turcotte. Lindy Ruff sends it back. Norton passes in the Rangers zone, and Ruff takes it back to the Islander end. Norton chases it down, looks around, goes to Crossman. Derek Laxdal can't handle it. The Islanders making several changes in the lineup this evening. LaFontaine, the return going against Rochefort, takes him down hard into the boards. Rangers send it out. Long shot by Ogrodnik, and Healy got a piece of that.
If there's one player in the league you'd love to see 15 pounds heavier and stronger, it'd be LaFontaine, wouldn't it?
But he's learned.
Oh, he is.
He's strengthened his body.
Oh, he has, Sam, but he's just not as physically strong as the bigger defenseman. He tries to go wide like that. Rochefort lost his stick, and he just simply outmuscled LaFontaine, who got right back into the play.
Kissio picks up the puck, moves in, he shoots wide. 11:30 to go in the third. 5-3 Rangers. Eriksson hit by McBean along the boards. It's Ogrodnik back to Greshner. Around the boards, Healy stops it. Randy Wood winds up. Richter the save. Greshner plays the puck. And the Rangers defense doing the job. McBean sends it back in. Oler got a piece of it. It's kept in by Finley, wide of the net. LaFontaine gets to it. LaFontaine,
Penalty to Greshner.
knocked away by Jansen's. Whistle stops play, and the Islanders go on the power play.
Greshner away from the puck, knocked over, I believe, Volek. He gets caught. Islanders have some life.
No. Greshner for interference at 9:06, opening the door for the Islanders, who are within 2 and have a power play chance. Their 4th power play of the game.
See Volek, Greshner knocks him off balance about 30 feet away from, 25 feet away from the puck. And he looks with his hands up. He knows he made a mistake. It's a bad penalty by Greshner deep when the Rangers have a 2-goal lead. And the Islanders power play can get them right back into this thing.
Islanders on the power play are 0 for 3 in the game, 4 for 25 in the series. LaFontaine, Sutter and Volek, Crossman and Norton. Rangers, Turcotte, Eriksson, Rochefort and Patrick. Rangers have a shorthanded goal in this game by Normand Rochefort. The play made by Paul Broughton, who came out of the penalty box after his penalty had expired. It was a 5-on-3. Broughton returned and made a great play to set up Rochefort's goal. Rangers try to dig it free, can't do it. Patrick in the corner, hit by LaFontaine. Patrick double teamed by Volek and LaFontaine. Volek has the puck. Into the corner to Sutter. LaFontaine set up in front with Rochefort. They're battling. Oh, are they ever battling? Volek back to Crossman. What a tough battle in front between LaFontaine and Rochefort. Here's Volek with room. He shoots. Save Richter. Way up it goes into the crowd. 109 to go on the power play.
You're looking at a gutsy player right there. First of all, he recognized an opportunity to nail James Patrick into the boards. He took it, hit him hard, and then he went to the front of the net. And Sam, he's battling with Rochefort. Watch Rochefort's right hand. Watch his right hand. He'll come across there. He'll come across again there. He misses again, but LaFontaine stays in position. He's a gutsy guy.
Oh, man.
Rochefort much bigger. Rochefort on the line there, not taking a penalty, but abusing the Islander player.
10:03 remaining in the third. 5-3 Rangers lead it. 1:09 to go on the power play. LaFontaine against Kissio. Kissio and Mullen on with Rochefort and Moeller.
Remember, LaFontaine drew a 2-man advantage by being cross-checked in front of the goal when they were already on a power play by Moeller.
Moeller drives it around the boards. It caroms out. Crossman. 1 minute to go on the power play. Norton. Pass the midway point of the third period. Off the stick of Sutter, broken up by Kissio. Bullock. Lead for LaFontaine is behind him. Richter decides to go out and play it. He's upended by LaFontaine. Rochefort takes the puck. Moves it up the boards. Good play by Rochefort. Mullen comes out, overskates. LaFontaine has it back. Now Crossman. See the time remaining and the penalty to Ron Greshner. 9:20 to go in the third. Crossman on the move. Flatley slowed down by Kissio's hook. Flatley against Rochefort in the corner. Kissio takes it away and clears. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Crossman slowed down by Erickson, who's all over with the stick. Rangers drive it out. Turcotte sends it down. Power play will end. Greshner is back. Teams are at full strength. Rangers maintain the 2-goal lead with 8:50 to go in the third.
Islanders had one good scoring chance. Bullock with the shot to save by Richter.
Randy Wood all the way. He scores! Randy Wood has made that move throughout the series and finally gets it past Mike Richter. It's a one-goal game with 8:42 to go in the third. The Islanders, not giving up, have battled back to within one.
Norton leads a pass out of the Islanders zone wide to Wood. It's a one-on-one with Patrick over on the left defense. And Wood faked inside, went outside, and was able to squeeze it through Mike Richter. Patrick overplaying left defense. He usually plays the right side, Sam. Watch a fake to the inside. Now the change of speed to the outside. And Randy Wood finally gets a dividend for all of his good play in this series. He has speed. Look at this. He slows down. Now he changed gears. And boy, can he change gears and put on the speed. Pretty good show here by Wood. And he puts it through Mike Richter. We have a 5-4 game. 8:42 remaining. What a battle. This gutsy club comes back.
We've played over 11 minutes in the third. The Rangers have had only 2 shots on goal. The Islanders have had 8. And it's a totally new game. A one-goal game. Maloney hit hard and high by Lindy Ruff. Gets it to McDonough, though. He's tied up by Turcotte. Maloney with Fitzgerald. Pass is blocked by Ruff. Millette sends it out to Gartner. With Gary Nyland back. Gartner moves in. He shoots. He scores! It's a hat trick for Mike Gartner!
Good recovery by Mike Gartner. You'll see here that Gardner runs into his old man, Lindy Ruff, but he recovers. Troy Millette with a nice pass in the neutral zone. Gardner realizes Millette has the puck. He stays wide. There's the pass. It's a 2-on-2, and Glenn Healy gets beat with a long shot from the wide side. This is a pass by Millette right here. Sets it up to Mike Gardner, and the Rangers speed player goes wide, has no pass, takes a shot. Glenn Healy gets beaten, and Mike Gardner has the hat trick. The Rangers regain a 2-goal lead. Look at the pass. Beautiful pass from Millette. And Glenn Healy shouldn't get beaten from here, Sam.
This is the man that they talked about. They questioned his ability to score in the playoffs. Mike Gartner with a hat trick, 2 power play goals, and that familiar rocket as he streaks down the right wing.
He gets on a roll. Goal scorers get on rolls. He's on a roll.
The first Rangers hat trick in the playoffs since Ron Duguay had a hat trick in 1980 on April the 20th against the Philadelphia Flyers.
Boy, this joint's jumping, isn't it?
Oh, man. And the Rangers answering back with a huge goal, John. Make it 26 seconds after Wood had scored to cut it to 5-4. It was Wood from Norton and Healy at 11:18. Gartner getting the goal here to make it 6-4.
I don't know if anybody's sitting in this place.
Wow. 8:16 remaining. The hats are still coming out onto the ice. They're going wild here in the Garden now. What a big goal for Gartner. Richter
signs of being a little bit nervous here in a big game.
He faked out everybody on that play, including Lindy Ruff. Rangers are offside.
Himself, too. That puck got stuck in the webbing of his glove.
7:59 to go. Third period. Rangers at 2 goal trades. Nichols and Gartner. And boy, have they produced. Nichols has had 3 goals in this series, and Gartner has had 3 goals in this game. 7:59 remaining in the third period. Rangers only 3 shots on goal in this third. But once again, they lead by 2, 6-4. Didick sending it ahead. Muller clearing the zone. Richter takes the puck. Forechecking to Mayo and Lauer trying to take away that defense pass.
And the Rangers worked on this before the series started to set up the breakout to be prepared for it. This is kind of like a full court press by the Islanders to try and create a turnover since they trail by 2 with just over 7 minutes remaining.
King and Didick combined to freeze the puck along the boards with 7:20 remaining in the third period. Rangers leading 6-4. The Yankees playing at home this weekend. Played at home tonight against the Texas Rangers, and we'll have them on Madison Square Garden Network tomorrow afternoon, beginning with Yankee Scorecard with Al Trautwig at 1 o'clock. And then Al will join Wayne Statz and Tony Kubek in the booth to bring you the action of the Yankees and the Texas Rangers. And I believe Nolan Ryan gets the call for the Rangers in that one. So join us here on Madison Square Garden Network.
Nolan Ryan hasn't allowed a hit this season yet. Five innings, no hit ball.
A fine game, his first start. Had a no-hit. How about Langston already combining with Witt for a no-hitter? The Yankees defeat the Texas Rangers 3-0. I don't know who got the start. Pascual Perez get the start tonight?
Was supposed to.
How about that?
He was scheduled to.
Got out in his first start. The Yankees 2-0.
Pascual's an adventure, isn't he?
Yankees a 2-0 start. Gartner was offside. 7:07 to go.
Glenn Healy will have to come up big for his team now, Sam. I suspect the Islander defenseman will pinch as much as possible when the Rangers try to use the boards coming out of their zone. You'll see deep forechecking by everybody on the Islander club. You'll see Crossman or Norton, who are on the ice now as a pair, as Brad Lauer looks on. Those defensemen, they will move up into the play, taking chances. The Islanders need it bad.
Islanders showed a lot of guts and courage coming back after they fell behind 5-2, rallied to 5-4, and now 7 minutes remain. The Rangers are leading 6-4. Healy stops the puck for Crossman. Right on him is Jan Eriksson, but it's taken back by Jeff Norton. Played in from the Islanders side of the red line. Richter puts it back into the corner, and the Rangers head up ice. Rochefort. Eriksson trying to get it to Turcotte. Turcotte's got it. Good save by Healy. And he holds with 6:32 to go.
That's what I mean by having to come up big here with his team trailing by 2. Turcotte with his 5th shot of the game for the Rangers. The puck is moved up. You see him snap it here. One of the great shots on the Ranger club. And there's Glenn Healy concentrating and working on the shot to make the save. A choppy third period. It had about 2 minutes of sustained action, a couple of goals. Other than that, there's been a lot of whistles, offsides, icings.
Galicchio wins the faceoff from Brent Sutter. Working in the corner against Sutter. Keeps it alive. Comes out. Working against McBean. Now Ogrodnik with a shot that's stopped by Healy. Tricky shot by John Ogrodnik.
And the faceoff was won by the Rangers because when Sutter and Kissio got tied up, Ogrodnik darted in. And he's the man that got to the loose puck for the Rangers to gain control. And we're seeing a lot of Ranger faceoff wins, not only by the centermen, but by the wingers moving in, darting in to get the loose pucks, almost as though it was by design. And Ogrodnik with the latest scoring chance. 6:15 on the clock now as Roger Nielsen looks on. Ron Smith in the background. Wayne Cashman, the other assistant coach upstairs.
You know how long these 6 minutes must feel to those guys? Rangers would like nothing better than to close out this series, get some rest, and await the outcome of the Washington-New Jersey series, which the next round, the division finals, would begin on Thursday. And it begins here at Madison Square Garden if the Rangers win this. If. What I said. Still a ways to go, and the Islanders have not quit. Kissio joined by Mullen. Mullen shoots safe by Healy. What a save with the stick.
That was the end of this series. If Mullen scores, what a save by Healy. Desperation save.
Sutter gets to the puck, works it to Flatley, who missed it. Kissio is bumped along the boards, but moves it up for Mullen, who's without a helmet. It was ripped off by Gary Nyland. Nyland is back as Ogrodnik moves in, tries to beat him. Ogrodnik gets to the puck. Nyland ties him up. 5.5 minutes to go. 6-4, Rangers lead it. Mike Gartner. What a night he's had. Gartner lost his glove, gets it back. Meanwhile, the Islanders recover the puck in their own zone. McBean, almost a giveaway. Gartner taken down on the play. Millette pops up in the air. Millette's got it, heading for the net. The whistle stops play. I believe was touched with a stick above the shoulder. That's the call. 5:07 to go in the third. Rangers leading 6-4.
It's crunch time in the Big Apple. Meet the new faces in front of the net and behind the scenes.
Gourmet breakfast.
Relive the drama of the New York Rangers' 1989-90 season in an action-packed video. Order now to be the first to receive the dramatic Rangers 89-90 season highlights with action footage through their last playoff game. Now only $19.95. Call now 1-800-HOCKEY-5. Add $4 for handling.
For the professionals' choice in sporting goods, it's Jerry Cosby and Company, supplier to the Rangers and Knicks, with stores at Madison Square Garden, Princeton, New Jersey, and Westbury, Long Island. 5 minutes to go in the third. 6-4 Rangers. McDonough brings the puck down with Maloney and Fitzgerald. Maloney against Bloomberg. Loose behind the net. Maloney digs it out. Bloomberg ties him up. Fitzgerald centers the shot, blocked. Finley got in for the shot. Bloomberg clears. Gartner races for the puck. Diddick pokes it away. Finley's got it. Diddick finds it. Avoids Nichols. Intended for Maloney. Rangers have it back. 4.5 minutes to go. Finley to Diddick. Patrick off his stick. He's got it back. Falls down. Fitzgerald tried to take it away, but it's taken back by Paul Broughton. Comes out with Troy Millette. Millette goes for a change, and Broughton is all alone. And he carries it down. Broughton hasn't played too much, all that much, but he's been effective when he's been out there.
He's a bright player.
Hard hit by Rochefort on Randy Wood. Baumgartner going after Turcotte, who moves it around the boards. It's kept in by Norton. Broughton is hit by Baumgartner, but able to clear the zone. Broughton drives it in. Healy stops the puck.
Mid-ice collision between Wood and
Turcotte is down. Oh my!
It was a mid-ice collision. Both Wood and Turcotte, Sam. Both players went down. Wood got back up, and Turcotte's injured.
Randy Wood. He's still on the ice.
I did not see the collision. I saw the results of the collision. Both players went down. Wood got up, flexing his right leg, and Turcotte did not get up.
3:41 remaining.
Try and see it here as to what happened. Here's Wood. Turcotte looking the other direction. Now they look at each other. Ooh, Wood goes out of his way. Put the right leg out, and to meet Turcotte when the puck was not within, well, the puck was nowhere to be found, Sam.
Roger Nielsen was upset with the check of Brad Lauer early in the game 4 on James Patrick when he stuck out a knee, and now Turcotte is the man down.
Randy Wood, you could see, put his right leg out as Turcotte was skating across. He moved right into him. Wood is as he gets hit by Rochefort. Wood nailed into the boards.
Rochefort high with the elbow.
High hit by Rochefort on Wood. And Turcotte battles around. And then, ooh, the body started to fly all over the place on that shift.
Getting real rough out there. Now Turcotte being helped up. Randy Wood looking. Turcotte being helped off the ice and not putting any pressure on, I believe, his left leg, John.
Turcotte looked and saw that Wood, the two of them are about to collide, and Wood bent down and put his right leg out, and you see the results of the collision. Some weight being put on Turcotte's leg, Sam. The thing was, the puck was not anywhere near where the collision between the two players was. Again, watch Wood, just watch Wood, 11 dark. Watch his body go. He sees Turcotte. Watch his right leg and his hip as he moves into him. That's a dirty play. I mean, that's knee injuries happen with collisions like that. And obviously, it looks like it could be one. No penalty called on the play, by the way, and I think that's what's upset Roger Nielsen more than anything else. 3:41 on the clock, 6-4 Rangers. Randy Wood, who's played well in this series, gets away with knocking Turcotte down.
Well, 3:41 to go.
With that
I know if you're the Rangers, you want to get out of here without any injury.
Absolutely. And on that play, it looked like a leg injury to Turcotte. As far as the leg injury goes, you hope it's nothing more than perhaps a hyperextended knee. Or a bruise. But who knows? The Rangers have until Thursday, if they win this thing, to get Turcotte back, who's been a very, very solid player in this game.
Less than 3.5 minutes to go. 6-4 Rangers leading it. Lauer gets by Moeller. Lauer centers. Saved by Richter off DeMaio. DeMaio knocked down hard by Moeller.
Hey, DeMaio
getting rough out there.
DeMaio has played a fine game. 3:18 remaining, and DeMaio with a scoring chance, and Richter with a big save. And the players, the defensemen for the Islanders, have to control themselves to stay out of the zone to keep the face-off in deep. You see the collisions. There's DeMaio spinning away from Ogrodnik, and the cross-check by Randy Moeller knocking DeMaio down after Richter made the big save. A cross-check by Moeller on the back of DeMaio, knocking him down.
Penalty is called. Mullen and Laxdal have been sent off. No loss of manpower on the ice. Coincidental minors with 3:18 to go in this third period. Rangers leading 6-4. Roughing penalties have been handed out to both Brian Mullen and Derek Laxdal at 16:42. Rangers leading 6-4. Early celebration as a balloon comes down. Still time left for the Islanders to come back. They drew within one after trailing by 3, 5-2. McBean at 150, Wood at 11:18, but Gartner 26 seconds after the Randy Wood goal, getting his hat-trick goal, giving the Rangers a 6-4 lead. Sutter winning the face-off. Crossman shot is stopped by Richter. Sutter was tied up by Kissio. A good play. Ogrodnik battles Bullock in the corner. Sutter centers, flatly scores. It's a one-goal game.
3:07 on the clock. The Islanders controlled the draw. Sutter, who's so good at it, and the Islanders worked the puck around, battled along the boards. Flatley established position high in the slot. You'll see Sutter win the draw. Kissio stays with him. Here's the original shot. It's stopped. Now look at Flatley up. Thinks about going to the corner. Peels back as the Rangers are pressed in their own zone. Look at Flatley now peeling back, and he's in great position. Nobody's on him. Beautiful pass. And Flatley scores, and we have ourselves a game here. 3:07, a one-goal game. And the tension mounts.
Oh, yes.
In the Garden.
The Islanders trying to stay alive. The Rangers trying to close it out. 3 minutes to go as Sutter's shot is tipped by Rochefort, goes into the crowd. Patrick Flatley with his 16th career playoff goal, his 4th against the Rangers.
Something resilient about the Islanders and their organization throughout their history.
Every time you think you have them down,
every time
they come back. I'll never forget that game against Pittsburgh at the Nassau Coliseum. I was walking down from the press box. It was 3-1. When I got down to one level above the ice, it was 3-2. When I got to ice level, it was 3-3. And they won it in overtime.
Oh, Tonelli with the big goal, right?
Flatley from Sutter and Bullock, 16:53 the time. It's a 6-5 game.
There was pushing and shoving. The Islander defenseman stayed out of the zone to make sure the faceoff stayed in the Rangers zone. And then the Islanders controlled the puck in the corner, Sam. And we have a 1-goal game.
Wood against Patrick. When a whistle stopped play, was an offside called. With 2:37 to go in this third period. Rangers 6, Islanders 5. As Al Arbour works the bench, works his players, and looks for that tying goal to keep it alive.
He now does not have Baumgartner on the wing, of course, with LaFontaine. He's put DeMaio on the wing. DeMaio's been great in this game. Yeah, I would think he'll double shift. He'll go LaFontaine, Sutter, LaFontaine, Sutter as time winds down.
Wood with a shot. It's a save by Richter through a screen of LaFontaine. Here's LaFontaine behind the net. Centers in front off a skate. Erickson clears the zone. There you see the time remaining as the Islanders almost got it, John. LaFontaine screened Richter, and that was a big save.
Word on Turcotte, a right knee injury. He's finished for this game.
The word is a bruised knee, and he will not return in this one. Erickson coming it down. Under 2 minutes remaining. Norton looks up ice. The valuable seconds ticking off on the Islanders as they look for the tie. Lindy Ruff reaches for the puck. Richter reaches for it. Bullock is there. Worked free by Ruff. 1:40 to go. He's checked along the boards by Flatley. Flatley comes over, tries to dig it free. He's hit by Ruff. Flatley battling Ruff. Crossman's shot goes high and wide. Kissio gets to it, 1.5 minutes to go. Rangers get out of the zone. Here comes Ogrodnik against Crossman. The shot. Save, Healy. Bullock has the puck. Here's Flatley. Rochefort is there. Slows him down. Around the boards. Bounces to the side of the net. Richter smothers it on a sharp carom and a bouncing, wiggling puck that Mike Richter controlled at the last second.
Bouncing and wiggling. It was so. Both teams have their timeouts remaining. Healy still in the Islander goal. Here we see the puck go in deep, and it bounces away from both Richter and Moeller. And Richter does the smart thing. You see Jansen's come back with his man Sutter, getting good position on him. Face-off now to the near side, the left side of Mike Richter. The Islanders have pulled Glenn Healy, or at least he is at the bench, having an equipment problem once again. I think the Islanders have called the timeout as we set up for what is a big, big face-off in the Rangers zone. The fans standing here.
They're all up. 1:12 remaining in the third period. Rangers 6, Islanders 5.
Looks like Healy may stay on the ice as he has not gone to the Islander bench to this point. Al Arbour having a meeting with all his players, explaining what he wants here. Darcy Rigier there along with Lorne Henning. Brent Sutter will undoubtedly take the draw. Healy is going to the bench, Sam. 6 attackers on the ice for the Islanders.
With the face-off deep in the Rangers zone, the Islanders want to pin the Rangers in and control it. They have gone for the empty net and the extra skater.
Islanders were down by 3 at one time, closed to within 1, then we're down by 2, have closed to within 1 again.
Islanders have been good on the face-offs against the Rangers here in the third period.
Well, it's the big ones that mean something, and this is a big one. The Rangers go with Jansen's opposite Sutter. 4 forwards up front for the Islanders. Norton and Crossman back on the blue line.
Sutter, Bullock, Flatley, and LaFontaine. Norton and Crossman for the Islanders. Jansen Jansen's, Erickson, Kissio, Patrick, and Rochefort for the Rangers.
Rangers have 2 centermen on the ice.
Jansen wins the draw. Patrick takes the puck. Volek is on him immediately. Patrick taken down by Volek. It's loose. LaFontaine checked by Rochefort. Kissio gets to the puck. He moves up ice. He tries to clear the zone. He does. Erickson to Jansen. Jansen to the line. He backhands him wide of the net. Less than a minute to go. Crossman. There's the time. Lead for LaFontaine. Across the Volek. Offside Islanders.
44 seconds on the clock. And man, there's a lot of people's stomachs turning in this building right now, churning and turning. A close play. The face-off now will be back just outside, actually the midway point between center ice and the Islanders' blue line, which means the Islanders may have to put their goaltender back on the ice.
Pat LaFontaine has had only 1 point in the game, an assist. But boy,
well.
he lifted this team. You can see what he means to this Islanders team.
Islanders do not put their goaltender back in. They stay with 6 people on the ice.
See, I question this, John. This is a position where if the Rangers won the faceoff, they could shoot it right into the net. They're on the Islanders side of the red line.
Al Arbour playing his smarts and senses. They are going for the tie.
LaFontaine wins it. Crossman takes it with 40. Volek sends it in. Richter watches it go around. Patrick moves it up, blocked by LaFontaine. It's cleared out by Broughton. All the way down. This will be an icing. Crossman comes back. And the clock stops with 26 seconds remaining.
Face off now to the right side, the far side. The right side of Mike Richter as Al Arbour is doing his best. He is tied with Scotty Bowman. Oh, Al Arbour just slipped and hurt himself as he went off the end of the bench. He is tied with Scotty Bowman for the most playoff victories ever. And now he directs Pat LaFontaine as to what to do, Norton as to what to do. He's doing this without, remember, he's used his timeout. So he's trying to get the players to come by the bench for instruction. Kissio this time takes the draw to the right side of Mike Richter.
Kissio on with Broughton and Erickson. Broughton can take face-offs if Kissio were chased.
All the Islanders up except for one, and that's Norton. LaFontaine directing him for the one shot. It's like 2 football lines going head-to-head.
Kissio's got room. Will he push it forward or will he pull it back on the face-off?
He may pull it back. Remember, LaFontaine wants to go back with it. Kissio trying to put it in the corner. He's crossed his hand over.
He does. But Sutter gets to the puck. Back to Norton with a shot deflected on the way in. Flatley gets to the puck. Picked up by Patrick. Now it's Norton. Fakes the shot on Broughton. He takes the shot. It's deflected. In the corner, Flatley. Kissio tied up by 2 men. 10 seconds to go. And it's frozen for a face-off with 9.
James Patrick blocked the shot from the point. I'll tell you, nice play by Norton to fake the shot and have Kissio try to go down to block it. Norton moved around, had time for the big shot, and James Patrick blocked that shot before it got through. Now the face-off. This time, the same position where LaFontaine and Kissio went at it last time.
Kissio has been 4-1 in the defensive zone against LaFontaine in face-offs. He's 3-4 against Brent Sutter on the face-offs.
Rangers make a change and take Patrick off the ice.
Moeller is on. Kissio, Broughton, and Erickson, Moeller, and Rochefort. Islanders, Sutter, Flatley, LaFontaine, Volek, Crossman, and Norton.
Now Bernie Nichols comes out for the draw, Sam, and plays some Kelly Kissio. No. The Rangers want to make sure they have 2 centermen on the ice in case one gets thrown out. So Erickson goes to the bench. Nichols is out there with Kissio. The Rangers, if they get caught with only 1 centerman there and he loses the draw, I mean, he gets thrown out, then they're in dire trouble. The Rangers now making a slow change here. They haven't used their timeout.
They put 1 second back on the clock, John. There was 10 seconds remaining. It was at 9. 1 second has gone back on the clock. 10 seconds to go. 6-5 Rangers.
Same setup for the Islanders with Norton back.
Kissio and LaFontaine for the face-off. Every person in the Garden on their feet. Loose. The shot wide by Sutter. Around the boards, Volek. He's tied up with 5. Flatley centers it blocked. The Rangers win! The Rangers win!
first man to shake hands representing the Islanders is Bob Gartner. I'll tell you what, he is one competitor, took very few bad penalties. He was messed up at the end of game one and criticized for it, but he leads the Islander players in shaking hands, and I respect him for it.
For the first time since 1979, the Rangers have beaten the Islanders in the playoffs as they take the series 4 games to 1 and advance to the division finals. And there's a great player in LaFontaine. The courage he showed in coming back. Mike Richter wins his 3rd game of the playoffs. The former Ranger Don Maloney had quite a series. Troy Millette was the focal point of physical play. And did he ever make his presence felt? Mike Gartner with a hat trick. There goes Don Maloney. He was tough. Mike Richter goes off. For the cheers cascading down. The Rangers hold on. The Islanders never quit. And you saw those 2 strong coaching rivals, Al Arbor and Roger Nielsen, shake hands after the game. The New York Rangers have beaten the Islanders 6-5 and win the series 4 games to 1.
Are the vanities?